What up? What up? What it do? What it be? How you feeling? Welcome to one of the dopest shows on YouTube, where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. Yeah. Yeah. So listen, man, we got some fire topics tonight. Y'all already know how we like to do. We like to dive in. We like to dive in quick. But before we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Listen, it's free. It's free. As the views continue to go up, we need to get more likes. I feel you. Listen, it's free to hit the like button. I ain't asking you for no money, dog. You feel me? So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell notification so you won't miss any other of my live streams or my posts. And make sure you share this too with your family, your friends, your cousins, your mama, your auntie, your sister, anybody. You feel me? Because we trying to run this thing up, and we gonna run it up one way or another. So just don't miss the train. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before, man, how y'all feeling though? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. People said I talk too much, but guess what? Just because y'all said I talk too much, I'm gonna talk a little more. Cause that's the point of this channel. We gonna talk. I get it. I play a lot of videos. I play a lot of reaction videos, but at the same time, it's commentary. So therefore, I'm gonna talk a little bit more. On top of that, I need it to be original content, so I don't need to be quiet throughout the entire fucking video, or my shit won't be able to get monetized. You feel me? So there are different things that I need to do. So sometimes I have to get my point across. It may take a little longer, it may be short, whatever the case may be, but we're gonna get to it. If you rock with me, you're gonna rock with me. It don't matter. You feel me? You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into these topics, man. Let's go ahead and get into this topic. The first topic of the night is, you know how I like to do the icebreakers. And this first icebreaker, it was sent to one of the guys from the conglomerate, you know, from Batter and Barter. And this 52-year-old man was arrested after he unalived this 24-year-old, well, his 24-year-old girlfriend, after learning she had a boyfriend. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll get my thoughts on it. All right, let's rock out.
Was unalived by her 54-year-old sugar daddy.
What happened?
Let me tell
Sugar
you
daddy.
something.
Uh-huh.
I'm reading the comments and people are saying Shira 7, her advice is dangerous. I'm not saying her advice is dangerous. I'm just saying that a lot of men, they think that they own you when they give you stuff. A lot of men think that when they give you money, you are their property.
The way y'all play dumb, like, you're so dedicated to playing dumb. The complaint from normal people used to be, damn, you think you're supposed to be able to have sex with the girl because you took her out for Applebee's 2 for $20? That's crazy. That used to be the complaint. Like, every man take you out to dinner think you owe him something. That man spent $100 on you max if y'all regular, and he thought he was supposed to fuck, right? Now, Shira telling y'all to get on here and build your whole life, get your rent paid, mortgage, cars, all that by a man, and you think there's no expectation behind that? You're stupid. No, you're not. You're playing stupid. It's your favorite thing to do. Who in the, like, bro, if a random stranger on the street right now walked up to Jonathan and was like, Jonathan, I want to pay your rent, I'd be like, and then what? My rent, bro? That's $2,300-$2,400 after everything. Like, my rent where my wife and kids live, that's what you want to pay? What do you want from me? What do you, like, that would be my first question. Nobody's doing that for free. And then, like, I hate to keep breaking down the statistics, but it's like, almost nobody makes so much money that $2,000, right, is just some light shit. I'm being honest with you, right? I've been a six-figure earner, but I just started making the type of money that people call fuck you money, right? I just had like 2-3 good months put together where I'm like, whoa. Before these last few, probably 3-4 months, to be honest, $2,000, handing somebody $2,000, that was a lot. I don't give a fuck if you making 10-15K a month, bro. Like, here's two grand. and it has nothing to do with me. It's just going towards you and what you want. I don't know, bro. Even the guys who making 10, 15K a month, like I was, that's a lot of money to just be handing over because this girl wants it. Of course, you're going to be expecting something back for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even the people who make good money expect something back for that. So it's like, damn, what did you expect? You expected this nigga to finance your entire luxurious life.
So, for those of y'all who just popping in, so the video overall was 52-year-old man just unalived his 24-year-old girlfriend after he found out that she had a boyfriend. Now, what it alleged to is that he was a sugar daddy, and he offed her. Listen, bro. First and foremost,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Why are you playing them type of games, bro? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all, man? I don't care. First and foremost, let me go ahead and set the record straight. If a man is paying your rent, he's paying everything. Because I saw a video like this on I think it was on Fresh and Fit. There was this other girl that said that she had a baby. She had a sugar baby, right? Well, a sugar daddy. He was paying for everything, and she wasn't giving up nothing. Excuse me? He paying for everything. He paying for your expenses, your rent, your food, everything. And you ain't giving up. You won't even give this man a kiss on the lips? And he paying for everything? Nah. Now, see, in this situation, the 52-year-old man, first and foremost, let me say, that's a big ass gap. But hey, she legal, do what you want to do. That's a big ass gap in age. But hey, I digress. But the point of the matter is this: if you're gonna date one of 24-year-olds, you need to go ahead and set the standard straight out the gate. Hey, shorty, listen. First and foremost, I ain't paying for a motherfucking thing. I ain't paying for shit. And if I am, I need to know that you busting it open. For 24, bro, I'm paying for everything and I don't get nothing. Yeah, all right. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me, dog. No, absolutely not. Not here we ain't. No, we not. You not finna play in my face. Not today. Not today. No. This is crazy. I don't understand it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't warrant him offing her, unaliving her. It doesn't warrant nothing. I get it. You heartbroken. You feel some type of way. You feel stupid. You feel played. You feel all of these different things. But it still does. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You too old for that. Just go ahead and cut your ties. Take your L. Keep it pushing, big dog. Ain't no reason for all that extra shit. There was no reason for her to lose her life off of that. There was no reason. But ladies, y'all better stop playing with these men, bro. I'm telling you. Y'all think that y'all can play the game how men play. I'm telling you, y'all better stop playing with these men, bro. Y'all better stop playing with these men. Y'all think it's a game out here in these streets. But then when that time comes, and next thing you know, oh, I didn't know he was like that. Oh, he showed me a different side of him. Like, nah. Nope. Y'all better stop playing with these men because listen, y'all been getting away with way too much, and these niggas is crashing out nowadays. No matter the age, they crashing out on y'all ass. So y'all better get y'all shit together. You hear me? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification, dog. So let's go ahead and hit this next icebreaker real quick, man. So this one here, it wasn't that I kind of stumbled up on this one, and this is a smaller platform, and I decided, I was like, you know what, this might be a good little topic I can touch on for a quick little second. You know what I mean? So let's listen to what this lady got to say, and then we'll dive into it. All right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Black men think it is a more peaceful life to be with a white woman. That's their problem.
Yeah, if you're asking that question, how can you not see maybe it's because of the behavior? It's not the race. I listen to somebody who thinks so dumb. That's the internet shit that I hate so much.
If that person thinks a certain way, stop trying to change them and find the men for you. Maybe those men have dealt with so much black women and finally dated outside of their race and found their happiness, and that made them happy. You haven't found your man yet, and you're outside on the internet talking about a black man that doesn't fucking want you. Find the black man that fucking wants you. There's a lot of black men out there that's not dating outside their race. Become the fucking woman that they want to be a part of.
And then put yourself in a perspective where it's just like what's meant for you will come to you.
Exactly.
Don't go out here like searching. You search, it's not gonna find you.
And maybe you're not attracting those type of men because you haven't found the time to work on yourself. Look in the mirror sometimes.
Word.
I know y'all got that big ass IKEA mirror sitting in your fucking shit, taking these fucking ass photos all the time. Maybe turn around and look at your face and say, what the fuck am I doing wrong that I can't keep a consistent relationship with a black man?
Black men.
All right. So he cooked on that. He cooked on that. I ain't gonna hold you. So I ain't gonna go too deep, but I'm gonna give my side of it. First and foremost, there are some men. I'm gonna be objective about this. There are some men who really do think that there are white women that are better than black. Well, who really think that white women are better than black women collectively, right? Cool. And fair. It's a fair assessment. But that does not mean that there aren't black women who know how to do right. That don't mean that there aren't Mexican women who don't know how to do right. That don't mean that any other race of women don't know how to do right. But what tends to happen is because when these men tend to date these type of women, and they date these white women, and I'm not talking about the big white girls that the white community don't want. We talking about the actual white girls. I'm talking about the white girl. You know, UGG season. You know the what you call them? The ML, what you call them? The MLM moms. You know, the ones, the stay-at-home moms. You feel me? The DIY moms, the ones that stay at home, the ones that literally live by that trad wife life type stuff. But they just so happen to be with the black man. Those type of women, right? Who embody what it means to be a stay-at-home mom. Those types. The true white woman, the one that probably don't even listen to rap. And if she do, it's some, it's that Usher. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the club with my homies, trying to get down on the low key. That none of this recent music. We talking about the old shit. That song. When that song come on, that's their jam. Them the white girls we talking about. Them white girls. You feel me? So those type of women, I get it. I understand it. I feel you. But I think it's because these men that date these type of women, the black women in the black community don't want him. That's typically what happens. And so people go where they're celebrated, not where they're tolerated. They've been called lames, they've been called ducks, they've been called, they don't have an edge to them, they look a little corny, cornballish, they're a nerd, they don't dress well, they want a little hood and they do all that extra shit. You know how some black women are. I want a little hood in my man. He need to have a little edge to him. He got to have a little you feel me? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me see. In my experience, all women in relationships can be a big headache. They all have levels of crazy in them. I 100% agree with you, big dog. I 100% agree. I do not think that it's just subjective to one race. But stereotypes exist for a reason. When we tend to see, and again, we're not talking about the subgroup of white women, the ones that, the ones that you can look at, you can tell they deal with black men. We ain't talking about them. Or the group of black women that are actually out here embodying their black men and taking care of their black men, being submissive to their black men, being the stay-at-home wives. We ain't talking about them. We talking about the women like this. You feel me? The ones who complain about the men dating the white women, but these are the same men. These are the same women who wouldn't even date that dude, who didn't give him a chance, who walked right by him. They called him a cornball. They called him a nerd. They called him goofy as fuck. You feel me? They say, oh, it just don't, I just don't. What do they say? The energy is. I'm not feeling the vibes. There you go. That's the word, the vibes. I'm not feeling the vibe. It's not. I don't. When you walked out, when I first seen you, I just didn't feel a connection. Like, you didn't feel a connection. So basically, in other words, you calling me a duck and a lame, and you just don't feel yourself. You don't think that you can walk by my shoulder. You don't feel as if you can be protected. Got it. I get you. I get it. I 100% understand. So you can't get mad when these men go over here to Sarah Beth, and Sarah Beth treating him like the king that he is. Can't get mad at that. Could have been you. Could have been you. Now Jamarcus is over this bitch, happy as hell. Happy. He got he got 2 or 3 kids, beautiful kids running around. They got a nice house. He got a great job. His wife working from home, taking care of the house. The kids are being homeschooled, bringing their kids up the right way, setting a solid foundation for the children. All of these different things, they going to all these different events and shit. Sarah Beth's parents, they own a house that's on 2 fucking acres. The family embraces them. They enjoy. They having these fucking memorable Christmas parties and memorable Thanksgivings and all these memorable things, Easters and fucking all these fucking holidays that they're doing. And he's out there with the boys. They on the boat. They in the water, drinking, having the time of their fucking life. But because you decided to, because you didn't take a chance on it, or because you were too into your ego, because a lot of women are narcissistic, you gave up the opportunity, and so Sarah Beth took it for you. And now she's thriving, and she has become the beneficiary of his success because she spoke life into him. And now he doing phenomenal. What you want? What you want? But then when men try to tell you, listen, this is what you need to do. If you're trying to get a certain type of man, if you're looking for this specific type of man, you need to first look in the mirror. Look at yourself first. What is it that you can change about yourself? Why is it that you haven't gotten that man yet? You 32 years old, shorty. You 32. Why haven't you gotten that man yet? Why hasn't that man that you talk about, that you claim that you want, since your standards are so high, how come you haven't gotten that man yet? How come that man hasn't fallen to your lap like y'all say, even though I don't believe in that? How come? Could you say, because it's like old girls say, what they say, things, how, what the fuck she say? She said some shit about, what's for you will come to you and things. Man, you better get the fuck out of here for that. You better get out of here. Listen, preparation and opportunity creates luck. So you need to first prepare yourself first. Prepare yourself, build yourself up, work on your behavior, work on your fucking attitude, work on the people that you hang around. Get away from those toxic ass people. Start hanging around people that are in successful relationships. Start hanging around those people. See what they're doing. See how they were able to maintain a 15, 20, 25-year relationship, and start taking notes and paying attention to the things that they do versus the things that you do in a relationship. Because a lot of people always talk about, well, everybody's relationship is different. It is, but there's always a foundation. Just like when you building a house, right? You still got to build the house the same exact way. You gotta break the ground up. You gotta put the pipings and all that shit in for the plumbing. Then you lay the fucking concrete. Then that's the solid foundation. Every house has the same fucking process. Now, the way that you start to process, the way that you start to build the house up is different. But there's always a foundation. There's always the same fucking foundation. And it's always the same fucking steps to building a house. You always have to break the ground first. You always have to put the plumbing and everything in first. Then you have to lay down the concrete for the foundation. It works the same fucking way in a relationship. And if you don't pay attention to that and how that shit works, you'll never be successful in a relationship. So you can get the best man that you want. You can have the greatest man, the most solid man. He can check off all the boxes. But if you ain't ready for that man, that relationship would not last. Look at all these women out here who are on TikTok today talking about, I left me a good man. I was in a marriage for 13 years and I left because I felt as if I deserved more. How? You just said that your man was a good man. You said that your man was a phenomenal husband, a phenomenal father, and you a stay-at-home mom, and he's out here working his ass off, and you on TikTok talking about, oh, I left my marriage because I deserve more. Bitch, you 37 years old. Ain't nobody checking for you. You 37 years old with 2 fucking kids. What man out here checking for you? And you mildly attractive. Mildly. Ain't nobody checking for you, dog. And if they are checking for you, they just trying to bust you down. Like, what? Y'all be shooting yourself in the foot. Y'all be shooting yourself in the foot. That y'all get mad at men and blame men for the decisions that y'all made. But when men try to tell y'all, listen, stop doing this stupid shit. You shouldn't tell me because it's most of y'all men anyway. If y'all get y'all act together, y'all start acting right, then most men, then I'm telling you, then we'll do better. We'll be submissive to y'all. I'm only submissive to the masculine man. The masculine man is telling you what the fuck to do. Telling you exactly what the fuck to do and how to be successful in a relationship, but you don't want to listen though. You don't want to have that conversation, big dog. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification. So let's go ahead and go to this next topic, man. Let's go to this next topic. So couple live streams ago, man, I talked about the attorney general, right? The attorney general who was in Rhode Island, she got arrested, and I guess her friend or whoever who was acting fucking berserk, fighting back with the cops, and I was saying they need to choke slam her ass and put her ass, mush her fucking face to the concrete because she acting like a whole demon out here in these streets. Yeah, she had a court hearing. Shorty had a court hearing, but I think this court hearing was like 3 days ago. So let's listen into this court hearing, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. All right? So let's go ahead and rock out. Because this shit is crazy, my boy.
Video of her arrest went viral, and tonight, a special assistant AG learns her punishment in her trespassing case. By now, you've seen the video of her arrest, but her demeanor in court today was much different. Devin Flanagan pleads no contest. Good evening. I'm Patrice Wood.
And hello once again, everyone. I'm Dan Janikin for Gene. Flanagan and a friend both appeared today in court and much better behaved. NBC 10's Molly Levine was there, and she joins us live from Newport. Molly?
Dan and Patrice, I obtained the criminal complaint, but it doesn't really go into detail about why exactly the 2 women were kicked off the property of the Clark Cook house. They definitely had quite the night there, and it goes on to really show a different scenario inside the courtroom.
I was really angered by it, and when I watched it with other people, that was their same reaction.
It was kind of cringe.
I'm an AG. It's the video out of Rhode Island that's making its rounds on the internet. You didn't hear her the first time. I'm an AG. Devin Flanagan is an assistant attorney general, but her job title didn't get her out of the trespassing charges she's facing from the Clark Cook house in Newport. I'm an AG. She pleaded no contest in front of a judge this morning.
Basically means that you're not contesting the charges. You're admitting that the state has enough evidence to prove this case against you.
Is this a surprising plea?
I don't think it is. You know, you watch the video. She's clearly told that she needs to leave the premises.
It was a girls' night in Newport gone wrong, and now Flanagan and her friend are facing the consequences. Flanagan's case comes with a 6-month filing, court costs, and she can't go back to the Clark Cook house. Separate from what happened in court, she was placed on unpaid leave from her job, where NBC 10 found out that her annual salary is $113,000.
$56,000 fine essentially is what she paid for a night out in Newport. What do you think about that?
I like that. That's a nice little price tag for such behavior.
She had no words for reporters outside of the courthouse.
Do you feel bad about what happened?
And no public apology.
She seemed to have no remorse during the incident. Doesn't really surprise me.
Man, at the end of the day, Shorty gonna listen, bro. At the end of the day, Shorty gonna be all right. And she gonna be straight. She ain't gonna lose her job. They told her to take a vacation, take a couple of weeks, till everything blows over. Come back to work like ain't shit happened. Man, she ain't getting fired, man. They just gonna give her a quick little slap on the wrist. They just told her to take the plea deal. Not the plea deal. They just told her to contest it because there's nothing you can really fight. And once you see the video, it's like, oh shit, hold up, I did all of that. You could tell both of them was drunk out their mind. So it is cool. Slap on the wrist. Daddy gonna pay somebody on the back end. Like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Cool. She acted out a little bit. Cool. Just make sure that she don't go over here no more. And we straight. That's it, man. She gonna be all right. She gonna be all right, dog. I ain't even worried about it. But that video was funny as hell, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm an AG. But the friend, though, she was going the fuck off. She kicking, she screaming, she fighting the police officer. Nigga, she got loose one time out of the handcuffs. I'm like, fam, I ain't gonna hold you. If that was a nigga, he probably would have got shot or tased at the very least. It would have been about 5 niggas on top of him. But hey, listen, I'm just calling the spade a spade, dog. I'm just calling it a spade a spade. I'm just calling it how I see it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hey, it is what it be. It is what it be, dog. It is what it be. So I want to go over here to this topic, though. Let's go to this next. Man, let's go to this topic. The church. The church. This man, Lord, man, the man got arrested in the church for conspiracy. What y'all doing? What y'all so-called pastors doing in the church? The church is supposed to be a place where people come to pray, worship, repent. Y'all niggas out here scheming. What y'all doing, dog?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Y'all out here scheming. Let's listen to it, because this shit is crazy. That's why people don't want to go to the church now.
Church leaders with ties to Tampa are facing federal.
I don't trust no nigga who look like they got an S curl in their head. I don't trust no pastor that got an S curl or at least look like he got an S curl. I swear, bro, I kid you not. Y'all know those infomercials that early when you used to be early in the morning, right? It'd be around. So if you stay up late on a Saturday, and then in between that time of 2 and 4, 2 and 5, you start to get infomercials like this. When you start to see niggas like this, and they talking about, the Holy Spirit, if God, I'm talking about they putting emphasis on the God, and God said to repent for your sins. But these niggas got these, they always got that haircut. Y'all know in the barbershop, right? When they go in the wall, when you go into the barbershop and they used to have those different haircut styles on the wall. They had the niggas with the mohawk, you had the niggas with the zigzag lines, they had the niggas with the double line up and shit, and then you always got that one nigga with the little Rico Suave type shit. Nigga had the goatee joint right here with the fucking S curl look and the even with the box sideburns type shit. That's exactly what he got. I don't trust none of them niggas. Any nigga who walk around me with a haircut like that, with their hair looking like that, and that goatee, remove thyself from me. Remove thyself from me. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, bro. 100%. I don't trust you. And then they always have this the kingdom of God. And then he got the little this little white aura light around him. Like he's the anointed one.
federal charges tonight. They're at the center of what investigators are calling a multi-million-dollar conspiracy involving money laundering, forced labor, and abuse. This follows multiple FBI raids this morning, including at a home in the affluent Avila neighborhood in Hillsborough County.
That's his house? I swear. I swear. That's his house though. The pastor. All of y'all tithes have gone to the pastor's house. Why your pastor house is like a castle, man? Because God said, if you don't pay your tithes, we gonna have an issue. See, the reason why, go to John chapter 2, verse 6. And so he said, thou shalt pay thy tithes. And they just be saying shit too. Be fucking up the chapter. Go to verse Ecclesiastes. You mean Ecclesiastes, my man? Chapter 11, verse 2. For if you don't tithe, see what God, see y'all ain't listening to me, ain't saying nothing yet. See, y'all ain't listening to me. So God, see, the reason for your tithes, brothers and sisters, is to be closer to the Lord. And I'm here to tell you today, you pay your tithes, your 10%. God is going to bless you this week. God going to bless you with that house that you wanted. God going to bless you with that car you want. God going to bless you and pay your bills today. God is going to bless you today. Make sure that your kid is out them streets and he ain't no degenerate. And God. Oh, shit, bro. Let me play this damn video, man.
This was part of a nationwide takedown. Fox 13 is covering this investigation from multiple angles. Our Kylie Jones is at the federal courthouse in Tampa, diving deeper into the church and its leaders. But we begin with Aaron Mesmer live in Avila with more on the raid and reaction from neighbors. Aaron.
Yeah, Haley, and these neighbors were absolutely stunned by what went on this morning. Neighbors in this community, they woke up to helicopters and FBI agents raiding a home in Avila. And once they found out why those federal agents were there, it was even more surprising.
Some of you say, I don't have 100,000, but you have 20,000. You have 50,000 here, or you have.
Look at this nigga, man.
10,000.
That's video of David Taylor asking viewers to send money to his church.
Listen, y'all heard him? Listen, y'all heard him? He out there asking for the money. Listen, bruh. Listen to this man, dog. See, God said if you got $10,000, and we had $20,000 for the church so we can fix the pipelines in the back, even though he talking about trying to get that new Benz.
But you have 20,000. You have 50,000 here, or you have 10,000.
That's video of David Taylor asking viewers to send money to his church. Federal authorities now say Taylor used donations to fund an extravagant lifestyle that included this massive mansion in Tampa's affluent Avila community. FBI agents raided the home Wednesday morning.
It's very surprising to hear that type of thing was going on again right in your backyard.
It's unclear what authorities took from the home. This view from Skyfox shows several cars lined up with gift bows on top. Neighbors say the 10-bedroom, 10.5-bathroom, 28,000 square foot mansion is one of the largest in Avila.
Because they was like, how could a pastor afford to live in a house like that?
According to the 23-page federal indictment, this house is one of several properties throughout the country purchased by Taylor's Kingdom of God Global Church. He's the pastor and referred to himself as an apostle, according to court documents. The indictment alleges Taylor recruited people to work at call centers, referring to them as armor bearers. Investigators say they were his, quote, personal servants who...
That S-curve wasn't working no more, huh? I don't get it, bro, fam. I don't get it, dog. I don't get it either, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. Look at this shit. But it's curl, yeah. He can't use that relaxer no more. Can't use that relaxer no more, boy. I don't know what the hell we wrong with these pastors. My question is, what makes them think they're gonna be getting away with it though? That's my thing. Cool, you get away with it a couple of times, and then you think you're gonna get away with it for eternity if you keep on doing it. Listen, bro. That's why I can't be doing no scheming shit, bro. Cause I already know that shit gonna come back to me, fam. I can't be doing that shit. Trying to scheme niggas off the top, scamming money off the top. Like, hey, bro, all you gotta do, bro, I'm telling you, I got hit one time, bro. I played myself one time. Listen, I'll tell a quick little story. I got played for a fool because this was at a time where I was still young. I think I was about 22. I think I was 22. 22. Fucking around with this chick. Now, mind you, I wasn't hitting it, just talking to her, just conversing with her, right? Wasn't doing none of that, just talking to her, whatever. Shorty had a mouthpiece on her because she played me for a whole fool. Y'all remember when everybody was talking about, if you put $10 or some shit and then they'll add a couple of zeros to your bank account. So this was when I was green. I wasn't that hip to what was going on. I wasn't that hip to it, right? Because I wasn't on social media like that. I really wasn't like the way that I am now. I wasn't on social media like that. I just catch a few things here and there, so I still didn't adapt. I didn't adapt to it. And so I'm talking to this. She's like, look, all you gotta do is, Pete, you give me a debit card, and mind you, I'm still skeptical as she's telling me this, but in my head, I'm broke. I'm like, damn, bro, I want some bread. And she was like, man, look, all you gotta do is put $10. I'll throw 2 zeros behind it, man. That'll put you at a cool 10K. I'm like, oh shit, 10K at 22? Shit, what's talking? Like, what we talking about? Let's get to it. I'm like, let's get to it then. So I told her to break it down for me. She said, look, this is what I do. I take your card. You know what I'm saying? I'll put the money, I'll take your card, and I'll do something with a fucking what you call that shit? The Western Union. And then what happened is that money get transferred into your bank account, and then I just take a little bit off the top. Say less. I'm like, well, how much you gonna take off the top? Well, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an extra when I put that 10K in there, I'm gonna take a thou wire off the top, and you keep the rest of us. I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna come back with nine bands. So like, yeah, I bet. Say less. Gave Shorty the card. Gave Shorty the PIN number.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's exactly. Gave her the PIN number. We left. I left. You know what I'm saying? We parted ways. Shorty got my debit card. She got my PIN number, bro. Good thing I ain't have a lot of money in at the time. Good thing I only had I think I had like $20 on the fucking Regis Bank card. And next day, me, so I had this excitement in me, but at the same time, I was scared at the same time. Like, damn, bro. Like, what if Shorty played me? But at the same time, I'm like, fuck. Nigga, 9 bands? Oh, hell yeah. She was still texting me, giving me confirmation, validity. I'm just like, all right, bet shit, we straight then. So, like, Shorty legit. Fam, tell me why the next fucking day, bro, I look at my bank account because I'm excited because she told me, look, tomorrow, look in your bank account at about 9 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, bet. 9 o'clock, I'll look at my account. I said, bet. Nigga, I went to sleep. I'm excited. Hell yeah, now I'm finna have some money, nigga. Now I'm finna go buy these new J's. I'm finna go. Nigga, I'm going out. Man, I woke up the next day, excited as hell, heart racing. Man, I opened that damn bank account. My shit said negative $4,000. I said, nigga, what? $4,000? Fam, listen to me.
Back the goddamn shit. I'm tired of this motherfucking shit.
Fam, I'm telling you, I have never, my heart dropped all the way through my ass, through my feet, no diddy, to the fucking floor. I was like, bro, 4 bands? And my shit just red. So me, I hit them up. I'm like, hey, so I got a negative $4,000 in my account. Not sure what's going on. I woke up, checked my account, all of a sudden I'm at $4,000. And she was like, well, I see that there was a deposit of $10,000. I said, oh, word. I'm like, anyway, like, what was it, just a system error or something like that? No, what happened is that was something fraudulent. Did you pay for anything? Did you do nothing? I said, nah, I ain't do shit. I'm like, nah, I ain't do nothing. I'm like, I just been here. I woke up, looked in my bank account, and next thing you know, I see it, like at first, I see $9,000, but then after that, after I closed the app, the account's like, nah, this can't be real. But I ain't tell her that, but in my head, I went back into the app, and that bitch was at negative 4,000. And so I was like, I don't know what happened. Fam, she was like, well, I can't do anything on the phone. You have to go to your nearest Regions Bank. I bet. Nigga, I hopped on the motorcycle. I zooted up that bitch. Like, hey man, I need to figure out what's going on with my account. And so they're like, well, do you have your debit card? I said, nope. I ain't got my debit card on me. Well, do you have how did this happen? Like, shit, I don't know how the fuck this happened. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm here. Man, they was like, well, is there anybody that could potentially have your PIN number? So with me, I'm scared. So I'm like, I don't know, man. These niggas might try to put me in jail if I tell them I gave somebody my debit card to try to put $10,000 on it. So I was like, nah, I said, I know I had my PIN number on the back of my card, just in case if I forgot, but it must have fell off. They must have fell off my card. Somebody picked it up. Right, because I lost my card and my PIN number. And it was like, oh, well, if that's the case, then somebody probably took your card and tried to use it, and there's nothing that we can do. I was like, fam. I was like, what? So after that, that's when I was like, okay, I would never. That's why I said, yep, they played me for a fool that day. I was like, they played me for a fool that day. Never again. I said, I ain't going for no more schemes, dog. No more. So yeah, that was my story. So and I look back at it, I say, bro, that was so stupid. And the reason I made the decision because I was thinking about the 10 bands. I was thinking about $10,000 at the age of 22. I'm like, man, I could tell my parents, nigga, I got some bread. I'm straight. And mind you, I had my own apartment and shit too. So I'm like, damn, bro, I'm straight. Nigga, I'm gonna have 9 bands. I'm finna be out this bitch chilling. Shit. Had a new thing coming.
Fulfilled Taylor's demands around the clock and were never paid. Taylor and executive director Michelle Brannon are accused of controlling nearly every aspect of the workers' lives, cutting them off from family and forcing them to take contraceptives. Human trafficking advocates say it's a devastating situation.
And you really had every aspect of human trafficking. You had individuals who were, brought to a facility that they couldn't leave. They weren't being paid. They had production goals that they had to meet.
And authorities say if the workers failed to reach Taylor's monetary goals, they faced punishment, including public humiliation, food and shelter restrictions, sleep deprivations, and physical and psychological abuse. The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay's CEO says these victims will likely face a long recovery. She says there's another lesson every community can learn from this.
This can happen in one of our most affluent zip codes in Hillsborough County. It can happen in your backyard. It can happen in my backyard.
As for the folks who lived with alleged human trafficking, fraud, and money laundering happening in their backyards.
I hope it's not true, but if it is, he deserves everything he's going to get.
And there was also what appeared to be a federal command center set up just north of here at St. Joseph's Hospital in Lutz. Experts say if there were any human trafficking victims at this property, they likely would have been taken to a nearby hospital for care. Haley?
Let's hope they can get...
Bro, I don't know what... Bro, I don't understand, bro. Like, what's up with y'all niggas trafficking people, bro? What the hell is going... Bro, what is wrong with y'all niggas, man? Yeah, bro, I saw that shit is egregious. Bro, that house is huge. That house is fucking huge. He got a mansion in that bitch. What the hell is going, bro? What is going on with y'all? What is up with y'all trafficking people, dog? Why you just can't do shit the right way? Why you can't just go be a pastor? Here's my thing. Listen, bro. Yeah, it may be a longer road. Why can't you just be a pastor and just go live stream the shit on YouTube or something and get a YouTube bag on top of whatever else you get paid as a pastor? Why don't you do that? Like, why y'all niggas out here trafficking as if you ain't gonna get caught? As if somebody ain't gonna be like, hey, bro, that shit don't seem right. Why this man over here asking for $20,000, $50,000, and $10,000 from us? Why he doing that? But then the entire people of the church out here driving fucking busted up Toyota Corollas, driving dune buggies, while y'all out here pulling out in the Benzes and the G-Wagons as a pastor, but you out here telling everybody that everything is gonna be okay, that you gonna be good, that your blessing is coming. God had told me that I woke up this morning and God told me that a blessing was coming to you. Because I know you're tired. You're tired of working at the McDonald's. You're tired of getting the hot fries and dealing with the frustrating customer. I know you're tired of your car and the pipes just keep bursting, and next thing you know, you need an oil change, and then you're driving down, and your tires and your wheels come off. Now you gotta go to Discount Tire to get a goddamn tire, but you ain't got no money in the bank. I know you're tired, but guess what? God is coming for you. Boy, you will sit your ass down some goddamn well. If you don't sit your ass down, so I here lying to these people, bro, gaslighting people and shit, while you over there trafficking and taking their money, taking their hard-earned money and spending it on some bullshit to live your lavish lifestyle. Boy, you crazy as hell. That is what bigger than this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. That council had a PP loan and neon lights written all over that front gate. Facts, bro. That's why I'm glad I ain't do the PP loan either. That's what I'm saying. Anything that sounds too good to be true to me, I'm not doing it. Bro, you can give me all the excitement that you want. You can, oh man, look, I'm telling you, bro, all you gotta do is this. Listen, anytime a nigga start with all you gotta do is this, I'm not doing it. Listen, bro, all you gotta do, nope, I'm good. I'm gonna let you listen, bro. I'm gonna let you do it. You got it. You said you can make a band off of that shit, right? All right, bet. So where your money at? You telling me what we can do? How come you ain't did it yet? Because last time I checked, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna bring it back to the team. I'm gonna at least have done it first. I'm gonna at least have done the shit first before I say, hey, listen, I tried this shit out before I brought it to y'all. I tried this shit out on myself. This works. These are the results from it. Here's what you can do. You take the exact same steps that I took, and you can get what I got. That's legit. But if you tell me what I could be doing, and you tell me all I gotta do, and I don't see the results on you, boy, you better get out of my face. You better keep it moving. Remove thy from me, Satan. Oh, yeah. Lock the doors. Nobody leave till I get my money. Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. Marvin Sapp. Oh, Lord. Lord, y'all killing me today. So many people scamming in the name of the Lord. I'm telling you, bro, like, I don't understand it. Why y'all scheming, bro? You supposed to be out here talking. You supposed to be out here helping people. You supposed to be in the streets helping people, praying over people, laying the anointed hand of God up on people to help them get out their situations. Y'all niggas out here money laundering, trafficking, got in these big ass castles while motherfuckers living in a hovel. Boy, I don't understand it. Fix it, Jesus. Fix him, Jesus. Oh my God, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure I hit that video notification, bro. So I got one more topic before we get to the main topic. It's a pivot. It's a hard pivot. Now I always wanted to talk about it because, you know, why not? Why not talk about it? So Draymond Green calls out the WNBA, you know, over Paige Bueckers. And y'all know who Paige Bueckers is. She's the new up and coming WNBA player, athlete, and you know, of course, she's a part of the ABC community. And what's been going around town, because I did a live stream on this as well, is that they're trying to make her the face of the WNBA instead of Caitlin Clark because she's a part of the ABC community. So there's an agenda being pushed here. You feel me? So I wanted to go ahead and get into that. Shout out to Rachel Demita and her content as well. And then so we're gonna do our reaction and get to it. All right. The scammers always spell God with 9 letters. I'm telling you. Let's get to it, bro.
Guys, I'm Rachel Demita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. It has been nearly a week since I've been in attendance. So it was reported from Front Office Sports. They said the WNBA has broken its all-time regular season attendance record with a month still left in the season.
So before I let it go, now somebody correct me if I'm wrong on this, but those numbers went up not because of Paige, but that was because of Caitlin Clark, right? Somebody do the research for me real quick. If I'm wrong, let me know.
2.3 million fans have attended WNBA games this season. And then you see there is a photo of Paige Bueckers. Now, with WNBA news and how it's reported, fans will always have something to say. And with this post in particular, some fans were wondering why they used Paige Bueckers as the photo to announce this record that has been broken. And one of those fans was actually NBA player Draymond Green. So he posted this on his Threads account. He said, "So I just came across this post on ESPNW Instagram. And I found the picture interesting. Is there a shift happening?" And someone said, yes, people are following the league day to day now, and it's turning into attendance gains. I'd also be curious how the Valkyries attendance data is impacting this number. And then Draymond said this. He said, "I'm speaking more about Paige. They spoke of all-time attendance and showed Paige, who plays for Dallas, but doesn't have top 3 in attendance. Is Paige quickly becoming the face of the W?" And then somebody else replied, and they said they likely used her image because she's coming off of a big game. Although that doesn't mean she won't be the face of the W at some point. That title, I feel, is still up for grabs and has felt like it's flip-flopped a few times even this season." And then Draymond Green said, "If Lexi Hull had 44, they would have used her picture. She's very good, by the way." I just thought that this was funny because this was clearly Draymond's way of saying, why would you use Paige for this specific news when clearly the Dallas Wings are not ramping up attendance ratings? Now, if you look at this chart.
So, okay. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a legit question, chat. Let me ask y'all a legit question. In 2025, August 30th, at 9:58 p.m. Arizona time, wherever you at, just adjust your time. Who would you consider to be the face of the WNBA as of right now? Who would you consider to be the who should the WNBA make the face of the NBA as of right now in today's game? I want y'all to ask me that. I got my answer. So Bull City, you say Bull City and DC DSM, you say Caitlin Clark. Bull, you say Caitlin as well. All right, so let me ask y'all a question. Why do y'all say Caitlin Clark? Instead of Sabrina Ionescu, or who just came off of a champion, who just came off of a finals, or Sabrina Ionescu. I mean, that's not Sabrina Ionescu, but or Asia Wilson, or I ain't gonna even say her name because we already know why she should be the face of the league. So I ain't gonna even say her name. Who else? Who else we got? I wouldn't even say Kelsey Plum either. No, so she single-handedly increased the numbers to be able to break the record. Fair. That's fair. Well, I'll say this. I agree with you. If a close second for sure. She is the cash cow. AJ and Sabrina are great players, but they didn't bring the money. I agree with that. And I was gonna say if I had to make somebody the face of the NBA, it would have been AJ Wilson. But considering the fact that she don't bring the numbers like Caitlin Clark does, it's only right. It's only right that you make Caitlin Clark the face. But they don't want to do it because she's a heterosexual woman. They don't want to do it because she's a heterosexual woman. Nobody liked the fact that she was getting all of the praise coming into the WNBA. Everybody was on her fucking head. Everybody was talking, once she get into WNBA, it's gonna be different. Y'all seen how they was guarding her and shit, trying to foul her, do all that tough girl shit. Like, man, listen, dog, let the girl. Let it be what it is, bro. She's bringing more visibility to the WNBA. Embrace the shit. And then while the light is shining on y'all, this is the time for you to shine in this time. Because you got more people coming, you got more names, you got more people watching you now. So therefore, this is your time to show why you deserve to get paid more. This is the time to show why y'all need to have more visibility. This is the time to show why people need to tune into the game and watch the WNBA just as much as they watch the NBA. But they ain't doing that. But they too busy worrying about, we need to get paid more. Pay us what you owe us. All right, if you want us to pay you what we owe you, that means the money you getting paid now is going to decrease significantly because you operating in the deficit. So how the fuck you going to get paid more if that's what you expecting? Yeah, all right. You better. This is the time when they say, shut up and dribble. This is the time to do that. Just shut up and play basketball. You don't need to be worried. You don't need to be politicking right now because you need to make sure that y'all operating in the positive. You need to be operating in the positive plus. Them numbers need to be in the green, not the red. Once you're operating in the green for a couple of years, then you can start talking about and negotiating. Look, man, I need a little bit more pay now because I'm doing this. I've done this. I've hit these milestones and I've been doing this. Boom, 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 boom. I've been to these many All-Star games. I've hit these milestones. Boom, boom, boom. That's when you need to start talking. But y'all trying to force this shit and y'all ain't making no money, dog. And then now y'all trying to push another agenda with this Paige Becker shit because she's an ABC community person. Listen, dog, y'all fucking it up for y'allself, man. Y'all fucking the game up for y'all. Women, y'all are fucking it up for y'allself. Y'all are fucking it up for y'allself. Y'all really are. I don't understand. And Sophie bad too. Yup, I agree. They hating on her so bad. I agree. I've never seen so much jealousy in my life. That's a fact. Another example of women not working together and playing their role within the organization. Exactly, bro. Every time that there's a plethora of women, there's a plethora of them that don't have no common sense. They don't have no sense at all. All they need to hear is one piece of rhetoric that kind of aligns with what they think. They gonna jump on that shit. They gonna jump on that shit like fucking ants on sugar. They gonna jump on it. And that's the problem. Just play ball. Bring more visibility. Let the people that's putting ass to seats, let them shine. Nigga, matter of fact, hold them motherfuckers up to the fucking sky. Hold their ass up, sacrifice them motherfuckers, and be like, listen, hold their ass up like they did Simba in The Lion King. Hey, here she go. Make her the fucking face. Put Caitlin Clark right there in the fucking, put her everywhere. Put her face every fucking where. Shine it. Do exactly what this is what. All right. Some of these people, some people gonna be mad at me when I say this. Do the exact same thing with Caitlin Clark that they did with Michael Jordan. do the exact same thing with Caitlin Clark that they did with Michael Jordan. Courtney, what you talking about? Okay, so we gonna play crazy today. So what y'all don't understand is this. Let me set the precedent by saying this. Michael Jordan, phenomenal. I never take that away from him. Can never take the way that he did, the way that he played the game, the way that he was, the swagger, all of that shit. You know, a lot of people wanted to be like Mike. So I can't take that away from him. However, you know how when they say how some people tell a story, but then they 10x that shit, or they add a little extra flavor to it to make it sound a lot better. Yeah. So that's what they did with Michael. That's what they did with Michael Jordan. So they hyped him up so much. The media did a phenomenal job with Michael Jordan, hiding all the bad. You know, when they put the highlights out, Michael Jordan ain't do no bad. Michael Jordan never got ripped. Michael Jordan never got dunked on. Michael Jordan never lost in the finals, right? Because all they talk about is 6-0, as if this man ain't have a 13-year career, right? I want to be like Mike. I believe I can fly. All of that, right? All of it. Michael Jordan couldn't do no wrong. You know how some people describe it? They were saying, oh man, he had this aura around him. When I see Michael Jordan, it was just an aura. He was like Black Jesus. It was like God. They marketed him great. And if they do the same exact thing that they did with Michael Jordan, the same exact thing with Caitlin Clark, if they do the exact same thing with Caitlin Clark, I guarantee you the WNBA will be making money in no fucking time. But also, Caitlin Clark is going to have to perform and do phenomenal as well, or it'll flop. So.
Right here. The highest attendance of any team in the 2025 season is the Indiana Fever, totaling 577,979 fans. And then a close second is the Golden State Valkyries. Now, something to consider when we're looking at attendance is that the Indiana Fever, for a lot of their away games, the other teams have changed arenas to accommodate the amount of fans that the Indiana Fever brings in, no matter where they are at. Now, the Golden State Valkyries are a team who have routinely sold out their home arenas, but they are not forcing other teams to move arenas when they go on the road. So when you look at Indiana, a lot of the times the arenas that they're playing in are arenas that are at minimum 10,000 up to 20,000 people who fit in these arenas. Now, if you go down here, Dallas is the 5th most attended team with 329,000. Now, I did a little bit of digging because I just wanted to also see arena size and how that kind of played into everything. So Dallas's home arena holds 7,000, and they are the 3rd smallest arena, with the Mystics holding 4,200, the Dream holding 3,500, and then you have teams like the Sun and the Sky who hold around 10,000. The Lynx was one that stood out to me because the Lynx have a lower attendance rating than Dallas, and they have an arena that holds 18,000, which is also crazy because the Lynx are having the best season of any team this year, and they still are not bringing in attendance like the Indiana Fever and the Golden State Valkyries. Now, the last thing that I want to say on all of this is that, of course, attendance is up in the WNBA. Of course, this is record-breaking numbers for the WNBA. They added another team. You can give most and all of the credit to 2 teams, the Golden State Valkyries and the Indiana Fever. And specifically the Golden State Valkyries, they're a new team that adds 44 more games that fans can attend. And the Golden State Valkyries have been absolutely killing it with their attendance this season. I believe it was their first 8 or 9 home games. They completely sold out. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention because firstly, I thought it was funny because Draymond had a point and he went in a very roundabout way of saying it. Like, why are you using Paige? Why not use somebody from the Valkyries? Why not use somebody from the Indiana Fever? I mean, you could use a Kelsey Mitchell photo if you're going by how well they've played and also attendance. Kelsey Mitchell should be the photo that they use. But again, this is something that didn't upset me so much. It's just kind of one of those things where it's just a choice. It's funny. And Draymond Green was jumping in on the conversation. Now, that's not the last last NBA player who has jumped in on WNBA conversations recently. And that brings me to my next topic. You guys, we have to talk about the CBA negotiations and kind of the drama surrounding it. And Satu Sabali, once again, I feel like she's always in the middle of these conversations. We talked about her in last week's video. She was asked once again about the CBA negotiations and about Unrivaled and how that works within the WNBA. By the way, if you hear these little bells ringing, my cats for some reason just decided to play with all of their toys at this very moment while I'm filming. So please disregard that. I would flip the camera if I could and show you, but they're being wild right now. Anyway, let's listen to this very short interview.
That microphone with the laptop is crazy to me. It's just something random that I just noticed. I'm just thinking about how crazy that looks. Like you talking one hand with the mic in your hand, but then you using this. Why you just won't get the little clip on your shirt so you can talk and use both of your hands? But hey, I mean, do your thing, shorty.
Interview with Satu.
Satu, you were saying on TikTok that the league doesn't want you guys playing on Unrivaled. The league doesn't want you guys playing overseas. What was expressed to you?
I wasn't aware that they already publicly announced that. I mean, that's wrong. I made more money at Unrivaled than excluding this year in my entire WNBA career. So
they shitting on the WNBA.
That's not right.
Firstly, the thing that stood out to me the most about this was that Satu said, I wasn't aware that that was made public yet. Well, Satu was the one who made that information public on her TikTok. So if you look at her TikTok, there was a caption that she wrote when she was talking about all of this, because she did get backlash for saying that she didn't want to play back-to-back games. We talked about that in my last video. So here's what she said. She said, I could go on a whole rant. Maybe I was just sick and tired after 5 games in 8 days, but I'm not delusional here. That's OD. And we still make more money at Unrivaled or overseas, which they want us to stop playing into. So hashtag pay women. So essentially, she was saying here, the WNBA wants them to stop playing in these leagues. And then this reporter asked her about it, what she said on TikTok. And she was like, well, I wasn't aware that that was already made publicly. So I don't know if she accidentally leaked that information and she wasn't supposed to and didn't realize that she leaked that information. I have been going on and on about this, you guys. I've literally said this. You can run the tape. You can go back to my videos last season. I literally said there's not a world where Unrivaled and the WNBA can exist as they are if both of them are successful. It's literally the blueprint for any professional sports league. If you are going to be making the big bucks playing in the WNBA, these owners are not going to allow you to risk your body and risk injury and go play for a competitor's league during the off season. And if you don't want to play in the WNBA and you make more money elsewhere, then the WNBA is not holding you hostage. You can absolutely do that. It was something, if you guys don't remember, back in the day, Diana Taurasi went and played in Russia for a bag. Like, they threw over $1 million at her, but they paid her that much to not play in the WNBA. And she took it. She was like, you know what? I can't pass up this amount of money. Let me go play in Russia. Sorry, WNBA, I can't. And that's absolutely what she did. The WNBA is not, they're not going to budge on this. It's basically like, we can pay you less money and still allow you to play in off-season leagues. And it's honestly nice of them to even allow them to play up until this point. I guess for me, like I've told you guys a million times, like my standards are kind of with the NBA because I've been covering that longer. And it's just, it sounds like a wild concept for an NBA player to be like, well, no, I'm not going to take this deal because I need to play in an off-season league where I'm also getting paid. And you guys, you can't tell me not to. Again, you guys, I would love to see a world if maybe Unrivaled turns into like a WNBA winter league. You know how NBA has summer league? Maybe it's like a winter league, and that's what Unrivaled turns into. Or maybe Unrivaled turns into a G League. But there's some sort of partnership that needs to be had within the WNBA, because if WNBA players are going to be playing in the offseason and also making $1 million salaries, which is reportedly what they were offered in these CBA negotiations, 4 times salary raise is what they were offered. If you're going to be making that, then during the off season, like, it has to be a WNBA sanctioned league. They can't just send off their players and be like, well, if you get hurt, oh, well, there goes our investment. Business doesn't work that way. And when you get into those high money jobs, there is exclusivity in all of that. And so I get it from a certain extent. They're kind of using it as leverage. They're still, unfortunately,
Listen, bro, that shit ain't gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. One of the two things is needs to happen. One of the two things needs to happen. One, they need to just get rid of the WNBA. Get rid of WNBA and let them just go play ball overseas. That's one. Or they can figure out a way to where they can bring more revenue outside of just putting ads to seats. They can find a different way, of course, because mainly they can subsidize by the NBA in itself. So they have to be able to profit to where they don't need the NBA anymore, and they can sustain their business on their own without the help of the NBA. And then once you're able to do that, then you can start looking into, doing collaborations with Unrivaled and all that shit right there. But first and foremost, you got to get in the green, dog. You got to find a way to get in the green. So if that means you got to start trying to find some WNBA players overseas that's actually out here doing big numbers, or you have to start finding players that's really out here cooking and doing it to where you got women coming out straight out of high school into the WNBA balling out because they putting up numbers, or you're gonna really have to market. I think here's the bigger thing. You're really gonna have to market the WNBA. You're gonna have to do a phenomenal job. Fuck all of this propaganda shit. Fuck all of this agenda shit that y'all are pushing, this woman empowerment. Fuck that. Fuck that. We know that y'all women. Fuck all of that. Focus on the sport. Focus on the sport in itself. Why should people come watch the WNBA? Because I was gonna say, why should people come watch the girls play? No, why should people come watch the WNBA? What experience am I gonna have going to the NBA that I'm not gonna have in the NBA? What is it that's different about being at a WNBA game than it is the NBA game? How are you gonna market that to somebody that doesn't know about the WNBA, that doesn't know about basketball, but wants to be a fan? How do you market that to somebody? What faces are you going to use? What things are you going to say? Instead of, oh, well, I'm a woman, I play basketball, and I'm empowered because women can do it too. No, hell no. Nobody want to hear that. Because this is what you're going to get. When you hear that shit, every time we hear some shit about an empowerment or what women can do, all we see is it. It's a turn off. It's like, man, I don't want to watch this shit no more. Because there's always some sort of fucking agenda, some sort of agenda being pushed, some sort of empowerment. Like, man, we talking about basketball right now, man. I'm not talking about that shit. Give me something else. What else is it that will bring men, and not only men, because more men support the fucking game than women do. So let me not even say that. How can you market it for the actual consumers, the real consumers, the women, to get them in there to watch their fellow women play basketball? How can we get them in there? What things that you can implement that would attract these women, that would attract all these other individuals to come watch the game? That's what the focus needs to be. Not agenda, not this ABC, not the ABC community. What's up, Miss Freckles? What's good with you, Mom? Not the ABC community, none of that. Focus strictly on the game. How can we market it effectively to get more people in seats? Who needs to be the face of the WNBA? Who are the rivals? How do we market that? Even if it's not a real rivalry, how can we place that and make it a rivalry and turn it into something and make it so impactful to where we got people that actually want to come watch, like, ooh, what's this about? You got these two, they going at it like that? You almost got to have marketing like boxing. You got to put it to the point where they going back and forth at each other. They talking a little shit. It may be a little bit performative. Cool, but that's a little, you got to spruce it up a little bit to get eyes, to get visibility, to get people like, oh shit, what they got going on. So when the game comes, you're gonna have everybody tuning the fuck in, and then you're gonna get more and more. So now you get the Angel Reese's versus the Caitlin Clarks, or you get the Caitlin Clarks versus the Paige Beckers. You get the Asia Wilsons versus the Angel Reese's. You get the Sabrina Ionescu versus the Kelsey Plums, or the Kelsey Plums versus Asia Wilson, and you get the Sophie Cunninghams versus the Asia Wilsons or whomever. And you start these bigger names. When people hear that name, that buzz name, and they hear that these two people are colliding with each other, there's a rivalry going on, and you market that shit effectively, like they did Michael Jordan, like I said earlier, then you're gonna have more people that's gonna be a little bit more intrigued about it. Because when they go to these games, like, oh, this shit crowd, like this shit crazy, they going at each other. Shit, Caitlin Clark going at Angel Reese, or Angel Reese going at Caitlin Clark, or Asia Wilson going at Sabrina, or Sabrina or Sophia going at Asia. Whatever the case, however you want to play it. You play it like that, you're going to have more people watching. But also they're going to have to produce. Can't come out there shooting fucking bricks and air balls. I'm like, oh, it's some bullshit. But look though, see, that's love. See, Miss Freckles, that's love though. That's love though. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you. You up to catch a live. See, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you. But that's what it is though. That's what they should do. They need to market effectively, bro. Their marketing is trash right now. Most straight women want to watch athletic men. They will not watch the WNBA because it doesn't offer them what they're looking for. Hey, and I agree with that. I feel that too. But even the heterosexual women, they still are a woman. They still are a girls, right? So even just on the mere surface level, they want to support. They want to go support their fellow woman. Like shit, well, let me go support. Even though I prefer to watch the men play, but because I am a, how a lot of our women say I'm a girl's girl and all that shit. All right, cool. Market to them that will make them want to go. Give them something that will make the women want to go. You may have to get some male dancers in there. Why not? And I ain't talking about the sassy ones. You may have to get some male dancers in there. You may have to do something a little bit different to help gauge that audience, the heterosexual women audience, to get them over there to watch the game, to get them to want to go there. So they gotta look outside the box, man.
Fortunately,
but still keep it within the confinements of basketball, not go overboard.
Is a conflict of interest with Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart being the ones.
Prime example. Rivalry. Make that shit a rivalry. Make them to a rivalry because she's a defending champion. This chick right here is a defending champion. Shorty right here for the Lynx. She played for the Lynx. Why not make them a rivalry? Make them go at each other. Now listen, even if it's fake, listen, I need y'all to go at each other. I need y'all to make up a fake beef. Say something outlandish. Go crazy in the Twitter account. Go crazy in the threads. Go crazy in Twitter. Talk shit. Talk a little shit. Say, oh, she trashed. And then boom, y'all go back and forth. Y'all have this heated debate on Twitter. People talk about it all on these platforms, on YouTube and on Instagram, on TikTok, and y'all continue to get that buzz. But then when y'all play, more people are gonna tune in, more people are gonna watch. You're gonna have more eyes, more money is coming. Boom. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like you see what I'm saying. But y'all too busy trying to play friendships and women empowerment. And I'm trying to we just want to get paid more. If you want to get paid more, you gotta get more visibility, which means more ass and seats, which means more people got to talk about you. You got to have the right marketing. You got to have all of this shit, bro. You feel me? You feel me, Bull City? WWE marketing plan, backstores and theatrics. Like you got to throw some shit in there. You may have to do a little extra just to get people like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know all that was going on the back end. I didn't know they had an issue. I didn't know she was fucking his. I didn't know she was fucking around with it. Like, even if it's a little fake story, make us some shit that's gonna make people like, ooh, we. I did not expect that. So I can only imagine how shit gonna be on the court. They finna go at each other head. So that's what people gonna want to see. And you do more, and you start doing more and more of that, then that's when you're gonna get more. That's when you're gonna get more ass to seats. You get these star players, you get these big time players like these two. They're big time players. You get these two, they go on top podcasts and shit. You know, they go on podcasts that's gonna get already got a lot of visibility. They get a lot of listeners and they got a lot of subscribers. And when they put their shit out, that shit go viral just like that. Get them on there to say some crazy shit about another player that they finna play or play against, and have them going back and forth, knowing that they're gonna play them the following week. Have them say some crazy shit, some polarizing shit that's gonna make people like, and then boom, more people gonna watch. That's what you gotta do, bro. The women love it. The women would love if they had dramatic stories like Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I'm saying. Take the marketing schemes of them and apply it to the WNBA. I guarantee you they gonna have crazy numbers. They gonna be doing big fucking numbers.
At the front of these negotiations and negotiating for everyone on behalf of everyone in this league, and even the players who are making those minimum salaries, those players who are in and out of the WNBA, those are the people who are negotiating for them. I don't know how this is going to go, but with that, I also wanted to share what Nafisa Collier had to say about these CBA negotiations and where they are at now.
Feels like it's going same old, and we're not making a lot of progress. So definitely, I mean, it's unfortunate. Like the league, yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. We obviously want to get a deal done. It feels like the league doesn't have that same urgency, and the deadline is quickly approaching. So, I feel like a lot of stuff has to get done. We're not really close right now.
Just so you guys know, the CBA deadline is on October 31st. And there's been many of reports, that they are not close. And Nafisa Collier once again said it here. Now, there has also been reports that there isn't urgency on the side of the league and on the owners, but what I think the players probably aren't understanding is that they have more to lose than the owners do. And so that's why there is a lack of urgency, because for them, unfortunately, at this point in time, they still have leverage over the players. Yes, there's absolutely been a boom over the last 2 seasons. Yes, I absolutely think that the players should be paid more. They deserve to be paid more. But it seems like the sticking point for all of this is that players want a higher percentage of revenue. And unfortunately, when you're talking about that, there's more people that need to get involved than just the owners and just the WNBA. The NBA has to get involved at that point. And if you think that there's this,
I'm sorry, y'all. I want to keep playing the video, but I gotta stop. I got to. I know some people don't like me talking. I know I talk a lot. It is what it is. It be what it is. That's part of it. But no, that's not what's gonna help. The NBA is already in there. They already are doing enough. They're doing as much as they possibly can. No, the NBA does not need to step in. If anything, they need to step away. That's what they need to do. Step away. Y'all need to figure this shit out on y'all own. You can't ask for fucking more money. More money is not gonna fix the issue, because guess what? You get paid a little bit more money, y'all gonna cry about something else. No, y'all need to figure out a way to be sustainable without the NBA. That's one. Figure that shit out first. Then focus on marketing. You need to take a playbook out of everybody who brings in a lot of fans. Pay attention to all of these pay attention to how the WWE, like Bull City said, pay attention to the WWE. Pay attention to, how they market Atlanta Housewives, like Bull City said. Pay attention to how they market the NBA. Pay attention to how they market the NFL. Pay attention to all these platforms that get a lot of visibility, that get a lot of views, where people go crazy, where they get crazy fucking fans. Pay attention to how they market and who do they market to. And then once you do that, figure out how you can use that and leverage that to market the WNBA in such a way. Once you do that, because you're gonna need a Michael Jordan, you're gonna need a LeBron James, you're gonna need a Kobe Bryant, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need somebody that's like that, where everybody gonna look up to, like, oh, that's a god. Like, oh yeah, a nigga. You gonna need people walking around talking about, yeah, nigga, like Caitlin Clark is that dude or that chick or Sabrina Ionescu or Asia Wilson or Angel Reese or whatever. You need somebody like, you need that. So these little girls can look at them like, man, listen, bro, you need what, like, why I like to call it, you need the Angel Reese sexuals. You need the Caitlin Clark sexuals. You need that. The diehard fans that when they look at them, they don't do no wrong. You need that. That's how you got to market them in order for y'all to start making more money and making progress and getting into the green of profits, instead of talking about the NBA needs to step in. No, the fuck they don't.
Huge percentage change that's going to happen before the CBA
Oh,
deadline, which is October
with.
31st, which they can extend, so buys them a little bit of time. But if you think that all of that is going to get done before next season, I'm just not sure about it. And so what I have suggested is maybe taking a deal that maybe isn't exactly the percentage of revenue that you want at this very moment, but you are getting a raise, you are getting paid more. Continue to prove what you ladies are worth. Continue to prove your worth on the court. Continue to run up the viewership numbers, get butts in seats when it comes to attendance. Show everyone how great you are and what you actually deserve. And then in 3 years, when you get back to the table, you will have much more leverage than you do now. Unfortunately, it's still just such a short period of time that we've seen this boom in the W. And I just think that a lockout or a player strike at this point in time, with where the WNBA is at, would be so bad. It would be really bad for the league. And I just hope that everyone at the table understands that. Lastly, what I talked about earlier, I want to share what Patrick Beverley had to say in response to Sachi Sabli about her not wanting to play back-to-backs, or, you know, essentially complaining about the 5 games in 8 days. Here's what Pat Bev had to say.
All right, now. Come on, man. Y'all had me. W had me. I'm talking about, I'm rooting. Yeah, come on, man. These ladies deserve more money, but come on, man. You got to play back-to-backs, man. Come on, you got to. It's part of shit. But if a lockout came, if I was playing back-to-backs, three times, you have to play 3 games in a row. Come on, man. I'm all with it. But don't lose me there now.
I thought this was so funny, especially what he said at the end, because he's like, if a lockout happens, you're going to be playing back-to-backs because they're going to try to smash as many games as they possibly can into the time that they have remaining in the schedule. But again, I just wanted to bring this up because obviously there are so many more eyeballs on the WNBA. NBA players are chiming in on different things, but NBA players have been playing back-to-backs. They play 82 games in a season, plus the in-season tournament if they add games there, plus the preseason, plus playoffs, where they have a 7-game series through the entire playoffs.
Wait, does the WNBA have a summer league game? Do they have summer league games? Let me see something. Let me check. Let me do some research real quick. Give me a second. Okay, so let me look at this. So when does the season actually start? So their season starts. Let me see. I want to make sure before I say this, I want to make sure I'm accurate. So their season starts in January. Okay, so instead of calling it summer league, they can call it winter league. They can call it the winter time. They can call it winter league. They can flip it. This is the winter league. So therefore, all the rookies and sophomores, they come in, they play just like the summer league games. They do the same exact thing because there's a lot going on. You got sports. I mean, you're gonna have your football going on. You're gonna have your basketball going on during that time. But hey, guess what? People are gonna be watching because it's gonna be a whole sports thing. So guess what? Because you got sports going on, you got summer league games going on. When people are showing highlights, you're gonna get more visibility. More people start to see you. More people gonna watch you play. They want to see what you're gonna be about. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. 5 months of coverage. So they start in January. So you play from January all the way to October. They're playing from January also. So hold up. So I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. So all qualifying offers and core player designation delivered to a negotiation. Boom. April 14th is the WNBA draft. May 2nd starts the preseason games. Last possible day for preseason games. May 15th, final roster cuts. May 16th. Okay, so May 16th is when their regular season starts. So their season actually starts in the summertime. Well, just before the summer starts. May 16th is when the season starts. All right, so you got from May all the way to October. So in between time, you can have a winter league, which is for your sophomores and your rookies. You can have a winter league from November to December. You can have a winter league. And you can still meet the criteria for your January 11th, your January 11th through 20th for all qualifying offers and core player designations delivered. And you can still have your schedule how it is. So all you need is 2 months. Why aren't y'all doing that? Why aren't y'all having it? When these girls get drafted, y'all need to be having winter leagues. They need to be playing. That's how you get the visibility. This ain't the time to talk about, oh, I don't want to play back-to-backs. Yes, you need to be playing back-to-backs. You need to be doing that. So now you understand. So that way if y'all want to make the type of money that y'all claim that y'all are owed and deserve, y'all need to be doing the same exact thing that the NBA is doing. And I'm surprised, and I am 100% surprised that that's not a criteria for the NBA, considering the fact that they are investing in the WNBA. They should make that a criteria. It's like, hey, we invested in this, so this is exactly what y'all need to be doing. We do it this way, y'all need to do it the same exact way. Y'all need to operate just how we operate. Because basically they are a sister company to the NBA. That's what they are. So they need to operate exactly the same way. Boom. You need to have winter leagues. Since y'all season started in the summer, you have winter leagues. Rookies and sophomores. Visibility. Have if you got to, and I'm telling shit, these juices is flowing. And if you got to reach out to big time reporters, if you got to reach out to content creators to go out there and actually live stream the games, talk about the games, pay these motherfuckers, or figure out a way to collab, or figure out a way to get sponsorships to pay these people, to pay these content creators to go out and actually talk about the game and talk about the WNBA to get more visibility, to get more eyes on them. Do what you got to do. Figure out a way that you can do that, because what you need all eyes on deck. You need all hands on deck. Exactly. All-stars can sit out on the winter league. Exactly. All-stars sit out. Everybody else, you need to be on the ball. You need to be playing. Everybody need to be playing. If you the top dogs, nah, you don't gotta play. We won't expect you because we know we need you for the season. Everybody else who ain't getting a lot of burn, nope, you playing. You playing. You need to get a lot of burn. That's what you gotta do.
It's not a 3 game, then a 5 game, then a 7 game. And so the thing with all of this is like, I get some of the WNBA players' concerns. I don't necessarily think that all of these concerns need to be made public, because unfortunately what we're seeing over and over is just complaints after complaints after complaints. And with the kind of spotlight on the WNBA, the negative things are going to be highlighted, going to be retweeted, going to be shared a lot more than the accomplishments. So the ladies, they have to be careful with just what they're saying. And I also just don't always think it's the best negotiation tactic to be airing out everything in the public, like bring it to the table, get a deal done. And what I would just urge all of them is just please look at the bigger picture in all of this. You've had this boom, you've had this hype, you have so much momentum behind the league right now. Do not halt that momentum. Do what you can to get the deal done. If you're not getting everything perfectly at this very moment, there is another negotiation that can happen in 3 years. And bigger picture wise, I just think it would be horrible. Horrible.
Okay, I'll stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? Moral of the story is this. Play the game. Close your mouth. You don't have no leverage to argue right now. You ain't got no leverage to talk about the type of money that you need to be paid right now. You don't have that leverage right now. As a WNBA player, you do not have that leverage. And the way that y'all are shitting on the WNBA right now, talking about, oh, well, I make more money over there overseas. Okay, well, go over there then. Go play over there then. But as of right now, you should know, for those of you, and this is the thing with a lot of sports players too, they don't understand what's going on the back end. They just think that, oh, okay, well, we see the numbers are gold. We see the numbers are green. We see the number. We see we profited here. So we deserve more money. No, you need to see the bigger fucking picture. Yeah, you profited, but you still in the negatives though, my G. That's just like saying, yeah, I started off with negative $100, but I put $50 in my account, so now I'm at negative 50. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? I should get, you know what I'm saying? I should have some more money. No, nigga, you still in the negatives. You still ain't out the hole yet. you still in the negatives. Cool. You put some more money into your account to help shorten that, to help close the gap, so that way you won't be in the negatives, but you still are in the negatives. So you got to keep putting more money into it, so that way you can get into the positive and start actually making your money and start saving your money. But right now you operating in the negative. So y'all need to be quiet right now. Y'all, instead of y'all talking about how much we need to get paid, y'all need to come together as a unit to figure out what you can do to bring to the WNBA and how you can be of value outside of just playing, and how you can market yourselves better to bring more eyes, put more ass in seats, to bring more money to the fucking WNBA. That's what y'all need to be doing, instead of crying, hooping, and hollering about, I don't want to play back to backs. Or you pay us what you owe us. Oh, I'm a strong woman. Oh, this is the ABC community. Y'all need to hear us and hear us roar. I don't want to hear none of that shit. None of it. I personally have not been to a WNBA game yet. How can you market yourself effectively to make me want to come watch you play? How can you market yourself effectively to the fact that, like, you know what? I seen LeBron James play, but fuck, I gotta go see X, Y, and Z play. I gotta go see them play. I gotta see this person play. You want people to think like that? Look, man, I don't care what I gotta do. I said to myself, no, man, I gotta see LeBron James play. I gotta see Curry play. I gotta see Kevin Durant play. I gotta see them play. I gotta see them. I gotta see this person play in real time, in real life. I gotta go to the game. I want to see them in real time play the game. I want to see greatness in real life, in real time. That's how you want people to think about you in the WNBA. Fuck, I want to see Asia Wilson go to fucking work. I want to see Angel Reese go to work. I want to see Caitlin Clark go to work in real time. I want to see these players. I want to see Sabrina Ionescu. I want to see Kelsey Plum go to fucking work in real time. I want to see that shit. But you got to market that shit. You got to make me want to go see it. That means you got to be doing some you got to be doing some outlandish shit. That means you got to be her. You hear me? You got to be her. So that's going to take a lot of fucking marketing. And if you gotta make it like a little circus, if you got to throw some rivalries in there, throw some fake backstories or fake rivalries against each other to make it more appealing, to make people want to come, do that shit. Do it. I don't know why y'all. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you, this is why. A lot of times, that's why they say, look, man, sometimes women, y'all be fucking yourselves up. It ain't nobody else. Y'all fuck yourselves up. Y'all too busy. Y'all think that y'all deserve shit just because y'all women. No, nigga, you gotta put in the work too. Just because you played a few games, you made a few positive, you made the numbers go up a little bit thanks to Caitlin Clark, not because of Angel Reese. Because of that, that don't mean that you deserve it yet. No, nigga, you still gotta put in some work. You gotta put in work. On the Women Olympics basketball is entertaining. How horrible are these other countries' teams that they get beat? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it's like the WNBA is still behind because these are the numbers that the Dream Team was putting up against teams back then when they was playing against Brazil and shit in the Olympics. You feel me? So the WNBA is still behind. And that's why I said they need to market it. They need to take a play out the NBA's book, out the media book, and market, find a player to market like they did Michael Jordan. They need to find a player to market like they did Michael Jordan. And then continue that process like they did LeBron James, like they did Kobe Bryant, like they did not even Magic Johnson, but like they're doing players now. Find ways to market them more effectively, man. To make people want to watch them. If you got to add a little, if you got to fake the funk a little bit, do it. But don't make it about, oh, I'm a woman, I can do it better than you. No, don't make it about that. Just say she a fucking hooper. Don't make it about the fact that you're a woman. Please don't do that. Please do not do that. Don't make it, because if you try to do another movie and you put Caitlin Clark in, oh, well, shit, you a guy, I can do it, but shit, I'm a girl, I can do it too. Don't do that shit. Just make it about basketball. Nobody's going to think about, oh, that's a girl, she doing. No, nigga, don't make it about that. Market it the right way. Don't add in the fact that it's sexist. We can see that she's a girl. Basketball, strictly. Find your best person, put their ass in the movie, put their ass in Space Jam, make that not Space Jam, but put their ass in a dope ass movie to where they're the main character and really market them niggas effectively to make them the face of the NBA. To every little girl that's gonna want to be like them. Shoes, clothes, everything. Everything. I'm giving you the blueprint. Nigga, you talking to a former college hooper. A former college hooper. I don't have a marketing background, but I understand as a consumer, as a viewer of the game, how you can, if you market to me effectively, I would want to go watch WNBA play if you market it to me effectively. You give a backstory. They always got to have a backstory. What was the backstory? What was Michael Jordan's backstory? He got cut in high school. Now to put that into consideration, like, damn, this nigga got cut from high school? You talking about this dude right here? The one that they call one of the greatest to ever do? He got cut? That's a phenomenal backstory. When you got Michael Jordan, when you got LeBron James, I'm just a kid from Akron. I grew up with no father in the house. It was just me and my mom. phenomenal backstory. That means I can market him. I'm just a kid from Akron. You see, he said every fucking time, I'm just a kid from Akron. I never thought I'd be over here. I'm just a kid from Akron. I'm just a kid from Akron. I'm just a kid from Akron. He marketed himself. They marketed him perfectly. I played at Huntington College, bro. Out in Montgomery, Alabama. And so once you market effectively, right? Then you will get people that you would never thought would watch the WNBA. More people will come in. Nah, you good, bro. You good. Don't worry about it. So yeah, bro. Like, listen, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's what y'all need to do. Fuck all this propaganda shit. Stop. Fuck all the agenda. Throw that shit out the window. That's not helping your case. That's not helping you. Throw that shit out the window. We ain't worried about if you a woman or not, nigga. Can you play? Can you hoop? Can you fucking ball? If you can ball, niggas gonna watch. They want to see a fine chick hoop. Especially, and then on top of that, and if you attractive on top of that, and you can hoop, nigga, guess what? More eyes gonna come watch, dog. I'm telling you what it is. If you could, Juju would be great. Juju can hoop. I don't think she's in the ABC community. I think she's a heterosexual woman. She's an attractive woman, and she can fucking ball. So if you get Juju come in and she go crazy, she go berserk, she go fucking in, you market her effectively. I'm talking just like a Michael Jordan. Shoe deal, you give her own fucking name. I'm talking about you go take her to the fucking nines. And she always wear, guess what? You can tell you how you can market her too. She always wear a fucking bun. You can use that. She always wearing a bun. That can be her signature. Not on her shoe, but that could be a signature for her. That's her statement piece. Boom, she always got the bun. And you can play around that. You can always play around the bun. When they see the bun, they know who it is. You continue to do that, and you market her like crazy. Market her like crazy. Put all your marketing dollars into it, and then on top of that, if she provides and if she puts out like she's supposed to, I'm telling you, fam. That's if you feel me, Bull City. That's what I'm saying. And you put those marketing dollars behind her and market her like she's the savior of the WNBA. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. But they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to have that conversation, though. They don't want to have that conversation. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, man. So I want to talk about this main topic for tonight, man. I know it took us a minute to get there, but we had some other things we had to cover first. Northwest there's a lot of buzz on her right now. And Kim Kardashian and Kanye West on their daughter. So apparently Shorty is, I guess she's a fashion designer or something like that. And she has been wearing questionable clothing. And here is an image of what she's wearing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Northwest is between the age of 13 and 15, I believe. Somewhere between there. Yeah, at 13. She's 13 years old. Dressed the way that she dressed. She's 13 years old. Dressed the way that she's dressed. So for anybody, let me point out the question. Would you allow your daughter at the age of 13 to dress like this, even if she is a fashion designer, or even if you are allowing her to be a fashion designer? Would you allow your kid to dress this way at the age of 13? Man, they need the hoop and spanks. They need the hoop and spanks. For real. Okay. All right. Bull City said hell no. All right. So before I give my thoughts, there are two clips I want to play. It was part of Fatty's panel and Ilkhan Ali. So I'm gonna play those videos first, and then I'll give my thoughts. All right. So let me go ahead and dive into those real quick. Give me a hot second. Let's start with this one. Here we go.
You should be who your children are influenced by. So if you are teaching them the right ways to go and you're getting solid advice and you teaching them morals and values, that's who they should follow.
Last week on the Untouchables Super Panel.
Parents, you have to be your children's influence. Because when you said, they're following trends, they're influenced by social media, by celebrities. In my opinion, just my opinion, I don't think your children should be influenced by Drake and Cardi B and those people, because that's why you have these young people trying to emulate these celebrities. The mother and father should be who your children look up to. You should be who your children are influenced by. So if you are teaching them the right ways to go and you're giving them good, solid advice and you teaching them morals and values, that's who they should follow. If your kids don't respect you and don't look at you or think that they should listen to you and they don't listen to what you say and they're influenced by everybody else, that's why you get those outcomes too.
And that's the double truth, Ruth.
Catch the full video.
All right, and so let me play this other portion of this as well.
And from the out.
And shout out to Ty, man. Shout out to motherfucking Ty. So she's supposed to be on the panel Tuesday night. So shout out to her. You know what I mean? Listen, bro. We growing over here on the Courtnee Edgar Show. We growing, bro. We growing.
Outside looking in, a lot of people will argue that her mom did a good job. They're all billionaires. They all have a lot of money. They all have this status, but they absolutely have no morals or ethics or values. You understand what I'm saying? They're not raising their children correctly.
Last week on the Untouchables Super Panel.
I think, honestly, she has been letting her daughter dress and express herself and represent herself as way too old and mature for a very long time. And I understand, right, to a certain extent why she does it. Her mom let her do it. Her mom literally produced the sex tape for her. So it's not surprising, unfortunately, that she would also allow her daughter to dress so scandalously at only 12. And like you said, Fatty, it's even, right, like a surprise to some people that she's only 12 because of how she lets her represent herself. That girl looks like she is easily in her early 20s sometimes. I think she had a picture where she was on the back of a yacht with like long hair, like a little bustier shirt. And it's like she's a kid. 12 is like 6th grade. Can you imagine? And I think they hide behind the fact that they're billionaires and they have all of this money, that it doesn't matter, and it's just self-expression. But all she's doing is setting herself up for a life like Kim Kardashian, when, let's be honest, she's probably just going to end up hating herself, going through all of these different surgeries at a very young age when she doesn't need to try to impress and appease to society and what they think beauty is and how a woman should act, instead of actually teaching her how to be that. But as I stated in the beginning, I think to a certain degree, unfortunately, we cannot fault her, because when you're raised by a mother who does the same things to you, you don't know any better. And from the outside looking in, a lot of people will argue that her mom did a good job. They're all billionaires. They all have a lot of money. They all have this status, but they absolutely have no morals or ethics or values. You understand what I'm saying? They're not raising their children correctly.
Catch the full video only on YouTube.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about what these two ladies just said? Because here's my thing. We gotta stop dressing our children like they're fucking adults. We gotta stop dressing our children like they're fucking adults. Let kids be kids, dog. They gonna have a long life to be an adult. They got plenty. You only have a finite amount of time to be a kid, to actually enjoy your childhood. And when you actually think about it, your childhood is from 17 and younger. That's only 17 years of your life. 17. So that means you got 60 plus years to be an adult. 60 plus. That's a long time, bro. That's a long time. 60 plus years to be an adult. You're only a kid for a certain amount of time. Allow your kids to be children, man. Allow your kids to enjoy what it's like to just be sporadic, to jump in fucking dirt, to wear goofy ass clothing, to wear those Spider-Man shoes, to wear the fucking bluey dress or the bluey shoes, to wear the Power Ranger shit, to be a fucking kid, dog. One thing I can say about me is I had a great fucking childhood. A great childhood. A childhood that I can look back at today, like, man, I remember the days where, nigga, it was summertime. Man, we would go to the fucking park, have a water balloon fight. Me and all the friends, we would just walk around. Like the shit that we would see on TV today, where you had all the kids, they would just be out doing shit. In the summertime at school, like you get the last day of school, you so excited, like, oh man, I gotta go to school for a while. Bro, oh, it's gonna be so fucking fun. The summertime, dude. Man, I'm gonna be outside every day, all day. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna go to the next neighborhood. We're gonna be outside. We're gonna have water balloon fights. We're gonna go swimming. We're gonna have fucking fun. We're gonna play video games. We're gonna stay up all night. We're gonna drink fucking juices, the goddamn popsicle pops, all of it. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask my mom, can I stay the night over your house tonight? Because I want to play your game, because I heard you got the new game. So I ain't got it yet because my mom ain't bought it for me yet, but I want to play your game. So look, you ask my mom, because look, my mom like you. So you ask my mom, can I spend the night over there? Because you want me to spend the night. Cool. Baby, I will ask, hey, Miss Denise, can Courtney stay the night over the house? Sure, baby, he can stay the night. Let me ask his dad. Let me ask his dad too. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They want him to stay the night over the house. It's cool. Oh yeah, that's fine. Bet. Bro, it's gonna be so motherfucking fun, bro. I swear, it's gonna be, nigga, you get excited to go spend the night at your friend's house, to go play the fucking video game all night, to just go have fun with friends, to be a fucking kid. You ain't worried about all this extra shit. You're not worried. To be honest and fair, nigga, you ain't worrying about girls, nigga. You ain't worried about girls at the age of fucking 10. You may see a girl, she fine. She fine. But nigga, you ain't really on that. Nigga, you trying to play the fucking video game. Nigga, you 12 and 6. Nigga, you ain't really start checking for these fucking hoes until you fucking 14, 15. When you start to smell yourself a little bit. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You start to get a little peach fuzz on your face and shit. You know what I mean? You start to get some of that baby weight off of you. You slimming down a little bit, so you feeling yourself a little bit. You probably playing sports or something like that. And now, you know what I'm saying, you see some girls looking at you. Ooh, he cute type shit. So you starting to feel yourself a little bit. Cool. But man, you 10, 12, 13, nigga, you ain't worried about that shit, man. You just trying to have fun with the friends, bro. You ain't worried about that. You ain't trying to just like, come on, man. Y'all gotta let y'all kids be kids. You got to let your kids be kids. There's no reason this 13-year-old should be dressed like that. I don't give a fuck how much money your mama got. I don't give a fuck who your daddy is, who your mom is. I don't give two flying fucks. Your kid should not be like that. She should be dressed like a kid right now. She should not be looking like an adult. She should not be looking like an OnlyFans model right now. She look like a whole OnlyFans model. Shorty look like she about 20-some years old right now. It makes sense. It makes sense why a lot of niggas get caught up. Let's listen, bro. Are we gonna be real here today? We gonna be honest today? Real conversations, right? No fluff, right? All right, bet. This is why a lot of niggas get caught up and get caught on them sexual offender cases or them sex with a minor cases. Dealing with the minor. Tell me Shorty don't look like she about 20. Dressed the way that she dressed. Tell me she ain't dressed like a thought pocket right now. Let's be honest, bro. Her mom dressed like a thought too. Let me see. We say the ladies were not off. We don't let our daughters on social media oppose her. We send her back in her room to change often. Yes, exactly, as you should. That's exactly how our sleepover hustle would go with parents. That's what I'm saying, bro. The sleepover hustle was crazy. Because you can't ask all the time because then your parents gonna be like, why are you trying to go over there? Like, who told you that you can go over there? Who said that? Like, nah, bro, I need you to go ask. So that way in their head, they're gonna be like, okay, they want him to come over. He wasn't the one that asked them, can he stay the night? So, you know what I'm saying? And then vice versa. If he wanted to stay the night at my house, I have to go ask his mom. Like, hey, is it okay if it's okay if he stay the night tonight? You know what I'm saying? Cool, you don't want to kick it with the friends and whatnot. All right, that's okay. That's fine. Bad. So we just had to play the game like that. If it's the cuss, not appropriate for a child that it's not appropriate for the child that age at all. She should not be coming out in public like that. I get it. I guess she's a fashion designer or something like that, and she wants her daughter to be expressive. That's cool. Be expressive, but do that shit in the house, not in the cameras. You only do that shit in the house. If you want to be expressive, you want to model your clothes that you're wearing, you want to model the clothes that you're making, cool. Do it in the house. That's it. But take it off immediately. Put it on, see how it looks, take it off immediately. And to be honest with you, the type of person I am, I'm like, nah, don't even put it on. If you're going to make it for somebody that's an adult and that's going to be out there in the public, that ain't for you. You a kid. And to take it even further, I might even be a little bit more strict or maybe a little bit more out of pocket. I don't need you making them type of clothes. I need you making age-appropriate clothing. If you're going to make clothes for people your age. Exactly, DSM. Make clothes for kids your age. You're a trendsetter. You as a kid, you're a trendsetter, right? You claim to be a trendsetter, right? So therefore, why don't you make clothing for kids that are your age? Make it hip, make it dope. Since you're a trendsetter, why are you out here dressing like an OnlyFans model? Blue hair ponytails. You got the fucking collar shit on your neck. You got the chest meat hugged up on you like this. That's basically a corset that you got on. You got a tutu on, basically, with these big ass emo boots, showing all leg, and this blue hair, thigh pocket. That's what I see. I see thigh pocket. I don't see an innocent little girl. I don't see none of that. I see a thigh pocket. You feel me? Turtlenecks and long skirt, nigga. You damn near Mormon over here. Long dress, them hoes better be ankle length. You hear me? Ankle length. I don't want to see no clavicle. I don't want to see nothing. I barely want to see your wrist. You better stop playing with me. You better cover it up. Cover it up now. This is insane. Then look at the mama. She ain't no better. The mom ain't no better. Look how she dressed. But she an adult. But you shouldn't be dressed like that. That's basically lingerie that she got on. That's basically lingerie that Kim Kardashian got on. Shorty, but you know what's crazy? Shorty basically started the wave of OnlyFans. I'm going to keep it a buck. Kim Kardashian started the wave of OnlyFans. And believe it or not, she started that wave. Even though she started the wave. Now, some people may have already been doing it. I know some people been doing it before. Some people was already getting plastic surgery and all that. But no, she made it hot. She made it a thing. She made it to where people were like, you know what? I need to get my shit together too. I need to get the slim waist, get my butt done, all that shit. She became, when she did that shit with Ray J, and she became famous. Because people knew who Kim was, but they didn't know who Kim was until the Ray J shit. After that, nigga, she marketed that shit effectively, and nigga, she became rich off of it. She leveraged that shit. She leveraged it. She used that for her advantage. And every other woman after her, you know what? I'm going to take a play out of Kim Kardashian's book. She started the wave of that shit. And so this goes, but again, this goes back to the conversation that we always have, right? Mothers raising the kids versus fathers raising the kids. Right? Her mom put that shit out, right? Yeah. They marketed her effectively. They say, you know what? Let's, instead of looking at this as a negative, let's look at this as a positive. You're a Kardashian. Everybody's gonna talk about you. Why not use this to leverage yourself to make more money? Ooh, let's start a series. Let's start the Kardashians. Boom. Why not? Yeah, I agree with that. And so let's look at it though. Let's look at what everybody always talk about when they talk about mothers raising children by themselves versus the fathers, right? When Kanye West was in the house, now regardless, now we're not talking about how crazy Kanye West is, or we're not talking about him going overboard. Look at how when Kanye West was in the house, look at how North West was dressing when Kanye was in the house. When Kanye was in the house, right? When Kanye is not in the house, look at how she dresses. This is a clear example of what it's like to be raised by a single mother. And then to add fuel to the fire, your mother is a thought pocket on top of that. A rich thought pocket. A billionaire thought pocket. So when you see that, this is a prime example. Because she was not dressing like that when Kanye West was in the household. She was dressing like wearing baggy jeans, baggy shirts. You weren't seeing none of this. Now Kanye ain't in the house no more. Look how she dressing. And Kanye West still talking about like, I don't want my daughter dressing like that. Y'all got my daughter dressing like a hoe. But then what other people try to do is they'll try to use the fact that Kanye West is dating a chick that's naked and, oh, that's a hypocritical. Listen, bro, that nigga a grown-ass man. And that woman is a grown-ass woman. She can do whatever the fuck she want to do. If she decided that, you know what? Because my man said I need to walk around naked, I'm going to do it. She don't have to be there. He didn't put a gun to her head and told her, look, you need to be here and you need to be naked walking around me. He didn't say that. She with it. Does it make it right? No. But that's grown shit. That's grown people shit. It's kind of like how our parents used to say, hey, listen, bro, grown folk, this is grown folk business. Stay in the child's place. You stay over there. Don't worry about what's going on. Do as I say, not as you're told. Do as I say, not as I do. Even though I still think that's a kind of crazy ass phrase, but that's what it is. Don't worry about what I going on. I'm a grown ass man, and that's a grown ass woman. You a little kid. You're a 13-year-old kid. Don't worry about what she's doing. You can't do what she do. Stay in your place, and that's a kid's place. You don't need to be dressing like a thought pocket right now. So that's the difference. So matter of fact, let me show you something. Hold on. Look at the difference. Now, even though this is a little questionable, shoulders out like that is a little questionable. I'm not 100% fond of it, but I can see the difference. Yeah, exactly. Yes. But the difference is you don't see Blue Ivy out in the streets like that on a regular basis. She out here grinding with her mama, right? Look at the difference between the two. And that's what I'm saying, DSM. It's a little fast. It's a little fast. It's a little bit too much showing up. It's a little bit too much skin showing up here. Cover it up a little bit more. Cover it up a little bit more. All everything around the shoulder, clavicle area, cover it up. Cover it up. You a kid. Cover it up. You should have that out. Because how old is Blue Ivy? Blue Ivy is 13, right? 12, 13. Both of them around the same age. You should be covered up at the age of 13. I don't give a fuck if you are Hollywood. Cover it up. But if I had to choose, I'm taking this over this. Everything is wrong with this outfit. Everything. I just got one nitpick off of this, and it's just this area right here. Cover it up. This, the boobs, get rid of it. Well, I mean, if you got pants on, no, still get rid of it. Get rid of the boots. Wear some regular shoes. Tutu, get rid of it. Put some pants on. Corset, take it off. Put a shirt on. This shit that you got on your neck, take it off. You don't need it. Blue hair, no. Natural color hair. Your hair. That's what we do. We're not doing all this extra shit that you got going on. No, ma'am. Take it back. Burn it. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please advise. Throw the whole goddamn outfit away. And the hair too. So, but at the end of the day, but this is why I said this is what having a father in the household is like versus not having a father in the household is like. Two different. Because at least here she looks like she has standards in her life. They got standards on her. She has a standard. This one, nah, fam. She talked back to her mama. She's a shut up, mom. That's stupid, mom. She talked back. We seen it before. She talked back to Kim. Kim allowed the shit. No, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You lying to me? No. No. Double no. So yeah, at the end of the day, no, I don't agree with it. I don't care what people think or say about Kanye West. He need shit. Kanye, I don't know, but they need to figure some shit out. They need to get her together before she get lost completely. They need to get her together before she's gone. 100%. Before she turn 18, before the rest of the world get to her. They need to get a hold of that shit, and I hope that they do. Or she gonna be gone forever. Real talk. But hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification, man. So look, let's go ahead and go to this next topic and last topic of tonight. Shout out to Anton Daniels. So they're talking about women only want men with money. So I want to pose a question to the chat. Is it a fact? Is it a fact that all women or women in general want men with money? Now, when I say men with money meaning, let's put a number to it. 6 figures or more, because I guess that's the standard. That's what everybody talk about, because I guess people believe that $80,000 ain't enough. I mean, cool, I get it. But 6 figures or more. Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. So women only want money, only want men with money. Is that a true statement? Y'all let me know in the comments. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I think no, but I think majority of men do trick though.
No, nigga, you talking
about
majority
of men, majority of men trick.
You talking about you? You no, don't put
majority of men do trick, Anton. Let's keep it funky.
This is why you had so much pushback for me in the beginning.
No,
because you are pay to play, and that's cool. Because
that's the game. That's the game today.
You lying to me?
That's the game today. Oh, okay. Here you go. Here he go. Here he go.
What's the game today? Can you explain it to
me? Women have
I've been out of the
expectations.
loop, so I don't know.
Okay, because you're the cutoff king. You're the cutoff king. I'm just waiting.
Don't get offended now.
Yeah, I'm just waiting, Anton. You've been cutting me off all night, bro.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm quiet.
Most women of today is playing this money game shit.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead? Now, the reason why you may be overpaying for car,
if you broke, absolutely broke, most women is not gonna fuck with you, and that's just it. That's just it. You got to spend some kind of money. Now, I ain't saying you got to pay bills or whatnot, but at the same time, most women ain't gonna allow you to take them a walk in the park. No, let's just be real. What Slimmy said.
Hold up, gang. Black TV out here chicken. Kelly, why y'all letting him go down bad like this?
He the one that said it. Nobody asked me.
All I'm saying is most men of today is tricking.
No, don't talk about most men. Talk about you.
I'm not tricking.
You don't black.
I'm not tricking.
Black.
You gaslighting, Anton. You gaslighting.
I'm not.
And that's okay. That's okay. Because I can gaslight too.
What is gaslighting got to do with this conversation?
Because you try to put words in my mouth that I didn't say. And you're alluding that I pay. You're alluding that I pay women bills and I don't pay women.
Yes, you do, nigga.
No, I don't, nigga.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Bro, everyone up here can see it. Everyone up here can say that you're pay to play type of guy.
No.
It's okay to say that you paid for a good woman's bill or got her roof fixed
or her car to the shop. So
Even Galen could see that.
Yeah, she's my woman. Yeah, of course.
Hey, hold on. Give me a second, Black. Rebecca, do you think that Black is a beyond? No, and honestly, just assessing, and this is your honest opinion. Do you think that Black is a pay to play kind of guy?
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a pay to
I
play.
think if he's paying to help, I think if he's paying, then God bless him.
God bless him.
Dalen, do you think that Black is spending that check?
The women that he's sleeping with, absolutely, and the women that he wants to sleep with, and there's nothing wrong with it.
And I know I would suggest that a woman would say that. Molly, in your professional opinion of watching these conversations on these panels, do you think that Black is a pay to play type of guy, or do you think that he a gorilla pimping? I ain't doing all of that shit.
He seems like he would be generous.
Q, Island gal Q.
He definitely
Honestly,
is.
in your opinion, what do you?
Yeah, he paying. Most men gotta do something. He paying.
Yeah, you gotta fix the leaky
We're
faucet.
not saying he doing thousands. He gotta pay. He paying.
All right, hold up. All right, listen. I'm not here to shame nobody. I'm not gonna shame nobody. But if I gotta keep it a buck, this is a commentary, right? Are there men that pay to play? 1,000%. They did him dirty, but I think Black TV did himself dirty though, because I gotta be honest, bro. Sometimes you can tell when some people have a hard time getting the box. Sometimes you can tell who can pull and who can't. But that's why when people talk about certain things about, nigga, why you out here tricking these hoes? Why you out here tricking off on these hoes like that? Cause you know, nigga down the street, he ain't spent the dime on it. He busting that down. But you doing everything you possibly can, and she ain't gave you shit. You tripping. You bugging. And so that's why that conversation, that's why a lot of people say that, a lot of men, man, a lot of these hoes out here, man, they just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta pay to play. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't even need to spend a dime on it, to be honest with you. If you like that, and you really, if you like that, you ain't gonna have to spend a dime on it. Some dudes, they got to. That's why you see a lot of rappers and shit. They talk about, I spend my money, it ain't nothing to me. Man, you crazy here. I don't give a fuck if I'm rich as shit. Nigga, I'm not spending no money on you. If you're not in my circle, if you're not in my circle of people, I'm not spending no money on you. You an outsider. Who is you? No, you're not getting nothing. You're not getting any of my resources. Absolutely not. You must be stone cold crazy. But again, you could look at certain people and tell, and I'm sorry, and I'm not, and this is not me bashing Black TV. This is not me going at Black TV. So if he does see this, I don't want him to think like, oh, this nigga here, he just trying to clown. Nah, that ain't what this is. But at the same time, you got to call a spade a spade. You can look at certain people and tell who have a hard time getting women, or maybe women that they actually like, versus those who don't. Just be what it is, dog.
And something.
So why Black? So now, what do you think about what the ladies just said?
I mean, they right.
What the heck?
If you're my woman, I got you. What's wrong with saying it? What's wrong with saying it? Anton gaslighting. Anton is just gaslighting y'all. That's all.
think you're referring to women that you also just find attractive, even if they're not your woman, but you like them, what's going on with them. You would probably, spend a little change on her,
Come on, somebody I don't like.
Well,
you said somebody I don't like.
Well, you wouldn't be associated with a woman that you
spending shit.
Well, I think there's a difference between women that's not your woman and then women that are your women. I think we're saying you'll be kind and generous with your finances.
We're not listening to Carrie in the chat, so. And Black, and listen, there ain't nothing wrong with it because somebody got to pay.
Whatever, man. Gaslighting, bro.
No, I'm serious. There's nothing wrong with paying, bro. Like, if that's what you do,
anti-gaslight like
that's how you get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't tricking.
Why you? Okay, so that's where we got a problem.
That's what you're alluding to. You're alluding that I'm tricking.
Yes, you are tricking, bro.
No, I'm not.
It's okay.
How you think? How you think? Off of what I said is tricking.
Nigga, you tricking.
No, answer the question.
Because you
what did I say? What did I say alluded that I was tricking?
Because you paying for something that other people is getting for free.
What am I paying? Pussy?
That's the ultimate goal, nigga.
So if I let's say hold on. If I spend $5 on pussy, I'm tricking.
No, nigga, don't.
No, answer the question.
Don't minimize it.
No, answer the question.
Yeah, he in here. He in the chat. He here.
If I spend $5 on pussy, am I tricking?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. 100%.
I put $5 in the gas tank to go for smash. All right, cool.
No, don't change it.
I got you.
No,
that's spending $5 to get to her for the gas. That's tricking, right? Okay, that's tricking, right? All right, then, that's tricking.
Black, you paying bills.
White,
you paying bills. You giving spending money.
No, I'm not.
You making sure
that's what you're doing, Anton.
You making sure that she. Yeah, I do that for my wife, for my daughter.
No,
you making sure that she getting back and forth to work every week. You making sure that if she got all the extras, nigga, she got your Amazon account with her address.
No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong, Anton. You're wrong, nigga.
Yes,
you're wrong.
Come on, man. And it ain't nothing wrong with that.
Bro.
I wish guys.
You got all that from saying.
Can I ask y'all a question before I say anything? Before I say anything, does Black sound triggered? Does Black sound triggered? Or is he just, you know what I'm saying, just going back and forth with Anton? So he does sound triggered. All right, okay. So I ain't tripping. Triggered. All right. So I ain't tripping. Oh, that's what. Damn, bruh. That's what I gotta add. You know what I gotta add next time? I gotta add the corn hub sound. Doom, 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 doom. I gotta add it.
I'm a provider. Now, ladies, if I said I didn't want to provide,
true,
would that be a problem as a man in general? If a man says, no, I ain't gonna be no provider, is that a problem from a man? When
I'll put your bone and I'll say yes. That's a red flag.
Thank you.
Nigga, if they agreeing with you, that means that you the pay play. Don't you?
Honey, where are you going with all that?
Got to renew our passports, and lines at the renewal office can be super long.
What you mean? Pay play,
nigga. If they agree with you talking about some provider shit, what you think that they supposed to say? You the generous guy. You the guy.
No, I'm not no generous guy. I'm not the generous. You're still gaslighting, Anton. It is not gonna work, bro.
I'm trying to tell you,
not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Don't pay, bro.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro.
Bro. You said it in the beginning and you slipped up. I caught it.
What you mean?
I caught it.
By me saying to being a provider? A provider, what's wrong being a provider? You said it you said it too, but you didn't say provider. You say, oh, if I do this, I pay this. If I do this, I do that.
Well, hold up. Hold on, Black TV. So that's where you gotta get it mixed up, big dog. So first and foremost, I watched this. You did say you never wanted to be married. That's one. You never wanted to be married. So the chick that you're gonna be tricking off for, that you're gonna pay for, or that she gonna be taken care of, is your girlfriend, right? Technically single, right? All right. But on the flip side, Anton said that he takes care of his wife, kid, which that's what you're supposed to do. That's your wife. That's your kid. You're supposed to do that. Not to some random chick, not to your girlfriend who you're not supposed to be paying her bills. You're not supposed to be doing that as a girlfriend. That's only for your wife. So, Black TV, you out here tricking, big dog. I get it. If you don't want to get married, cool. So why you breaking bread? Why you spending all your money on these chicks that you ain't gonna marry? That's crazy to me. Because I know a lot of people don't like the whole, don't like the government to get married in. They don't like that. However, guess what though? You can get married in the church. You don't need papers to get married in the church. It's deemed legit in the church. If you don't want to get married in the church. And also, I know there's the 7-year rule, you together, you consider married, something like that by law. That too. Ooh, yes, exactly. Exactly.
I go anywhere around the world. That's the same thing being a provider. The same thing, bro.
I take myself around the world. No, I take care of my daughter and my wife.
No,
of course I'm gonna provide for my daughter and my wife. They got my last name.
No, Anton, you do way more than that, bro. You do way more than that.
I will tell you for an honest to God fact that every single woman that is in my life generates way more money for me than I ever have spent on them. That's a fact. Including the women that is on this panel. They have always taken care of me and always looked out for me. Q has always looked out for me. Molly has always looked out for me. This is a fact.
So my woman can't look out for me. My woman can't look out for me.
Let's be very clear. They are valuable to me way beyond anything that you could ever think of. And they have generated me hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. This is a fact. Now, what I do is I say, you know what? I love what y'all do. I love that y'all show up. Y'all always hold me down. Y'all been loyal to me for a long time. Let's break bread together. Yep. Let's get money together. It's a big difference, big dog. A huge difference. Please don't mix me in with the rest of you niggas.
This what you call
mix me in with the rest.
This is what you call professionally moving the goalpost.
This ain't moving the goalpost.
It's a professionally moving the goalpost, Anton.
It's a fact.
It is.
It is.
It is.
This is a fact.
You're professionally moving the goalpost.
Of a gaslight, nigga. This is a fact. Now, that's your mistake, is because you keep on trying to.
I ain't made no mistake.
You keep on trying to include me into your conversations.
I didn't know. I mean, you up here on the panel. We up here on the panel talking.
I know, but that's gonna be worse because you can't compare what it is that they do for me, because you ain't even talked about the value that they add into you. You just tricking.
Exactly.
You ain't talking about no value.
You don't know that.
You ain't talking about no value whatsoever.
You don't know that, Anton.
You ain't talked about no value. You ain't even brought that up.
This whole conversation.
Listen. I have
this whole conversation is alluding off an assumption.
Data points. I got the spreadsheets. Nigga, this is like
this whole conversation is alluding off an assumption, Anton.
I got the plus minus when Molly is here versus when she ain't here. I got the plus minus of when Q is here when she ain't here. I could tell you exactly the type of revenue that they generate I know exactly what goes on. Now, I want to know exactly what value you get off of paying these hoes.
This whole conversation is alluded off an assumption, Anton. You alluded off an assumption.
No,
see now right now, you're flexing with your money.
Why do it? See, this is the problem I have with a lot of people who have when they have these type of conversations. You bring the conversation, you bring it up, but then when a nigga go in on you and tell you exactly what it is and how he do shit, you immediately go back to well, you want to flex your money. Well, nigga, you shouldn't have brought me into the conversation. You shouldn't have said, nigga, I said what I do, so you can't bring me into your conversation. So if you wanted to say, well, shit, I got chicks that do valuable shit for me, and you just list shit off what they do for you, then the conversation is dead. But what you're doing is, because you don't have anything that these women bring to the table for you, they don't bring you any value that you do just trick off. So therefore you try to move the goalpost, you try to project all of that energy back to the other side because you don't have a leg to stand on right now. Anytime a nigga say some shit like, well, you don't know what it is that I do. You don't know what it is. Most niggas who are like that, who got motion like that, they'll tell you exactly what it is. They'll say, well, shit, nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, I got girls that do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, and 3, A, B, and C, F, Y, Z, all of that shit. They do the same thing. So what we talking about right now? But as soon as a nigga say, you don't know what they do, well, you haven't given me anything. You haven't given me any information in regards to what they do and don't do. So therefore, just based off of that assumption alone, and based off of your statement that you put out there, you tricking. You big tricking. And that's cool. Just stand on the shit. If you trick like, yeah, you right. I'm big tripping. That's on me. That shit gonna change though. But yeah, I'm tricking out here. That's me, dog. And that's it. Move on with the conversation. But men got big egos. I get it.
And that's cool. Hold on. No, I didn't. You did that.
Okay,
you did that.
Okay, come on, let's go.
You did that.
Hey, hold up. All right, listen. I don't think you did that. You did. Hey, man. Hey, what Black TV from, bro? Hey, you feel me? Like, man, that shit gonna change though. And I'm just, hey, for real, like that shit gonna change though. You feel me? Like, just stand on it, bro. You said it. Like, look, bro, I said it. You know what? You right, big dog. You got it. But freckles though. That's part of being a man though. We got egos. You gotta have it. Gotta have the ego. Sometimes that's all the man got is his ego. Like, listen, man, if that go, ain't got nothing else left. So all I got is my ego left. That's how some guys are. And he's standing on that ego. But sometimes what can empower that ego is just standing 10 toes on what it is. Like I just said, like, look, you right, I'm tricking. I've been out here tricking for these hoes. They ain't bringing me no value. They ain't bringing me no money. I'm just spending money. They are liabilities out here in these streets. And I just been tricking, spending all this money to get some box. And some of them, they ain't even give me no box. So I just call that a loss. So, damn. Just go back and reevaluate yourself. You're like, you know what? I gotta start standing my ground with some of these chicks. If I want to holler at a chick, I gotta let her know, listen, I ain't doing nothing. I gotta step my game up. Do whatever you gotta do, bro, to not trick. But if you're gonna trick, at least do it for the chick that's in your circle, that circle that's really bringing you value. That's bringing value to your life. Don't just be out here tricking off on no chicks just to get no box, bro. You tripping. Black is 2K friend, probably Texas or Mississippi. All right, because hey, listen. I ain't listen, man. Listen. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. We good. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just stating the obvious. No, I feel you. Just tell it like it is. That's it. Just tell it like it is. Yep, I'm tricking and move on. Let me borrow a pencil. I forgot mine.
Listen, like I said, nobody is shaming you. I think that it's good that you trick.
Hey, look, that's that. No. Hey, Bull City, you just pulled that in class. I'm trying to talk to a chick. When you got that cute chick in class, he's like, all right, man, I don't know what to say to her, so I gotta say some crazy shit. Say something that don't sound too pressing. Hey, listen, hey, I forgot my pencil. You think you got another one? All right, cool, appreciate it. See if she gonna say something, see what kind of face, if she give you back like a little cute little smile, like, shit, fuck that. I can use that pencil to write her a letter real quick. Like, hey, do you like me or not? Check the box, yes or no. I think you're cute. Can I get your number? Yes or no. Check the box. Check the box. Oh man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, maybe get the paper back, maybe. Damn, maybe. Why? Maybe. I put yes or no, not maybe. All caps. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation.
Oh, I don't trick, and there you go again, Anton.
It's a Detroit.
Ain't nobody saying anything about tricking, bro.
You are a generous man, and the ladies
by providing, okay, by being a man,
and they appreciate you for it. And I don't think that it's anything wrong. God bless.
So,
amen.
Okay, so
yeah, he said start the fake fight and giving it back. Hey, start the fake fight. Exactly, bro. You gotta start the fake fight. You gotta throw a little wrench in a little bit. Exactly. Check the box real quick. You feel me? And listen, then look, especially when she a cutie too, then she get the check back. Like, oh, she said yes. Get that little buff, like, oh, hell yeah, but telling your homeboy, especially your homeboy, like, hey, got the number. She's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna call you later. All right, cool. Yeah, nigga be cheesing all the way. Nigga be cheesing all the rest of the day on the bus back home. He can't wait to hit her up. He can't wait to call her. Like, hell yeah, man. Hey, you know Miss Freckles? You know Freckles? Oh, listen, bro, I got a number, dog. Man, bro, you got a number? Man, I got a number, bro. What you say to her, man? I wrote her a letter. I just said, look, I asked for her pencil, bro. And so when I asked for a pencil, I just said, you know what? This is my time to shine. I just wrote a letter. I said, look, I think you're cute. I like you. I want to get to know more of you. You know what I'm saying? Do you like me? Yes or no? And can I have your number? Yes or no? She put maybe first, but I was like, nah, I can't let it slide like that. So I said, why maybe? I put yes or no. And then she checked yes. And I was like, bet. Hell yeah, brother. Next thing you know, look, ego then boosts a little bit. Like, ooh, yeah, boy. Nervous in the motherfucker before that call, though. But nigga, like, yeah, but I got that cutie number. Let's go. Nervous in the motherfucker. But like, man, listen, I'm finna call her. I don't know what to say to her. Cause now that you got the number, now your goal is not to mess it up. You can't say no stupid shit. So you gotta try to gauge the question. You gotta try to gauge her to see how she rocking out. Cause you didn't really get a chance to talk to her for real. You just had a quick little interaction with her. So now I was like, man, fuck, man. So now you nervous. How was your day? How was school type shit? Then you fuck up and say a stupid question. How long you been going to this school knowing you've been going there the same amount of time she been going there? What the fuck? You saying some dumb shit, man. Oh yeah, that's a fact. It has happened. Every boy on some sort of level who has tried to holler at a cute girl, in middle school. 9 times out of 10, that this happens in middle school. This is a middle school situation, like 6th or 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? It happened. Well, not now, because we in the cell phone era where motherfuckers just text you or some shit like that, or find you on Instagram. But back then, where we didn't have cell phones, when you had to actually write the letter or just tap a motherfucker on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. It happened for me like that for sure. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Being a man, okay, I'm generous. All right, cool.
Say, Black, I hate to do this to you, boss. You said if she give up the box, you'll pay for Ruth Chris. This nigga's taking her Taco Bell, hitting it.
I did not say that. What is you talking about, Angie? I didn't say I'm giving up Ruth Chris for the box.
Bro.
Wait,
I said, bro.
You didn't say that, bro.
When do you take her to Ruth Chris? You said after I get the box.
Yeah, after you get the box.
Yeah.
I'm taking her to Jack in the Box.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see if I'm getting consistent sex from a woman. What's wrong with it?
No, the fact is that there's some men out there that don't need to take them to Ruth Chris to get the box.
And he don't have to take her because she likes him.
Yeah.
She gonna bring me something.
Or that's why I said that's like prostitution.
But I'm getting what I want at the end though.
Well, that's tricking. That's
tricking.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Well, it's prostitution all across the board. Let's just say that. It's prostitution across the board. Let's just say that. Let's just say that,
bro. You got it.
I
beg your pardon.
I appreciate that.
When a woman like you, dog, she'll tell you something like, "I'm married."
Fam, listen, bro. I'm telling you, back in the day, man, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Back in the day when you didn't have the cell phones, that shit was dope. Because guess what? You would either go to the skating ring, you would go to the movies, you would go to the mall. Those were the main spots when you was a teenager or something like that, when you was like a kid in between that age of 12 and I would say by 16, by 15, 16, before you can actually start driving when your parents had to drop you off type shit. Man, that was the time. Because everybody that you already knew, they went to your school for the most part. And then, of course, you had some people who had friends that went to other schools and they're bringing them with them. But for the most part, man, it was always jumping, especially on the weekend. You just got that cute girl number and you're like, listen, what you doing? Hey, what you doing this weekend? Oh, I don't know. I think my friend's talking about going to the movies. Oh, word, what movies y'all gonna go to? Oh, I think we're supposed to go see that new movie that just came out. Who are going? I think it's me and my girl Sarah, and I think Tiffany going too. Oh, for real? Can I join? So what if I come? What you gonna say? You want me to come with you? Like, you want me to meet you up there? I mean, you can if you want to. Like, listen, I get it, but I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you want me to come though? Like, do you want me to come up there though? Yeah, I want you to call you. Oh, for real? Oh, for real? All right, cool. What's your matter of fact, Tiffany and Sarah, your friends, they got boyfriends and stuff like that? Nah, they don't got no boyfriend. Okay. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring my friends too, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to be no third wheel or nothing like that. So you know what I mean? Just kind of so you and me can just talk to each other and everything like that while we're watching the movie. Okay. Now listen, I don't be trying to steal no kiss from me now. Boy, you crazy. Ain't nobody gonna steal no. I'm just saying, man, you never know. You never know. But yeah, I'm gonna meet you up there though. I'm gonna meet you up there. I can't wait. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be fun. All right, shit. Nigga, you be hyped in the motherfucker. You be so hyped. Like, all right, but look, let me call you back. Nigga, it's like 9 o'clock at night because you gotta go to bed. Your parents told you you gotta get off the phone by 9:30. It's 9:25. Well, look, let me call you back. Matter of fact, my dad about to use the phone, so I'll call. Matter of fact, I'll just see you tomorrow. All right. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss you while I'm gone. I'm gonna miss you too. All right. Have a good night. All right, cool. Boom. Nigga, hang up the phone. Boy, nigga, whole night. Nigga, whole night is set. He happy as fuck. Nigga jumping in the bed. You know when you jump in the bed cold. Oh, nigga like, hell yeah, nigga, I can't wait to see her tomorrow. They're gonna be funny shit, bro. Nigga, ain't never see at the movies too. Nigga in the bed, crunk. In the bed, crunk. You feel me? Right, you hearing them on the other line. Cause when you hear, you know it's time to get off the phone. You hear that line pick up, like, hold up. Like, hey, hold on. Ma, you on the phone? Well, it's time for you to get off the phone. All right. Well, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Look, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me a hug? You gonna give me a hug tomorrow too? If I see you, I'm gonna give you a hug. All right, cool. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. All right, bye. Boy, I'm telling you, nigga, them were the times. You hear me? Them were the times.
Are you in the cardboard box?
Them were the times.
Yep.
I agree with it. I agree with it.
So that means.
And then back then too, on top of that, you ain't had no deep voice. You know, asking for hugs and shit. Like you ain't like no kissing. They like, look, you gonna give me a hug tomorrow? Look, I want a big hug though. Like, don't give me no little soft one hand. I want a big. I want a 2-arm hug. 2-arm. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-arm hug. Okay, boy, whatever. Boy, you crazy. For real though, you said you like me though, right? You know what I'm saying? So why you gonna give me a 1-arm hug when you can give me a 2-arm hug? Ah, boy, you crazy. I'm telling you, the innocence was real. Nigga, the hug was everything. Fuck the kissing, fuck that. If you got a kiss on the cheek, you the man. You is the man. But if you get a hug, and everybody see you get a hug, oh, you top dog. And it's about it, but it can't just be by anybody. It gotta be by like one of the cutest chicks. It gotta be one of the kids. It gotta be by one of the chicks that everybody like think is cute. You know what I'm saying? One of the attractive chicks. She kind of popular too. Like everybody kind of know her. And then if you one of them people that you may not be as popular, but some people know you, but they see you with her, and she give you one of them, not that side arm hug, not this joint right here, but she give you one of them. Oh, game over. Game over. Your stock then went here. Your stock then went from here. Whoop. It then jumped up. Yo, wait, nigga, when you start talking to her? Man, you know, man, like, you know, it's just cut like a week ago or something like that, bro. Like nothing crazy, you know, you feel me? Nigga, whole swagger chain start talking crazy. Like, no, nothing like that for real though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, I talked to her last week, you know what I'm saying? Sent the letter and shit, you feel me? Like, we was just talking, you know, talking on the phone and stuff like that. Hey, I'm telling you. Them were the days, boy. Except full front of lace front. I'm telling you. Always the new girl with the freckles. I'm telling you.
But think about that. If she'll marry you,
that shit was different back then, dog. I miss them days.
Nothing.
Because she likes you, man. If she like you, it don't matter what you got.
Mm-hmm.
She just
I like doing nice things. And if I like doing nice things, and if she giving me the boss, the nice thing I can do is just feed her a nice meal. What's wrong with that?
You gotta pay for her services.
What's wrong with that?
There's some light bills that's cheaper than Ruth Chris. You pay them shit.
Yeah. It depends what you order. I don't know how much y'all light bill be.
So why you couldn't just own it in the beginning? Why you try to make it seem like
no? Because you try to gaslight it more than what it was, Antoine. You did. What? You did.
Got a fantasy draft coming up? Here's what you're missing.
Bro, I done went straight off the reel.
More than simple.
Well.
I like spending on my wife and my daughter too.
Okay, it's nothing wrong with that, Anton. There's nothing wrong with that.
But you not
tricking too.
Oh,
you tricking too.
Boy,
I don't want to get married.
You can trick on your wife. That's not tricking though.
Raw, you said
no, because it's her money. His money is her money. Also, they're married.
You are union. You become one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
What y'all think about hypergamy? Like, I got daughters, and in real deal, when they get out there and start dating, I don't want them to come home with no Pookie. Like I want you to go find somebody that's a provider.
Correct.
Freckles. Come on, man. I'm telling you, all of that, middle school, that right here. Then you said you had. Listen, that would have took me out. I think I would have been. Listen, I probably would have been a simp back in the day. I think I was a simp back in the day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just ain't have no money. I think I was. You invested during the break stage, yeah. That way you got, yeah. You feel me? Listen, one thing about me, I always had a king. I always had not a king. Jesus Christ, not a king, but I always had a king. I always had a keen like set of eyes to where I can see the progression of a person, how they might look in the future. Like it used to be crazy. Like, oh, she gonna be fine. Yeah, I might need to lock that down. I always had one of those keen little visions. Like, ooh, she put a little weight on right here. Damn, she got braces too, and she's still cute with the braces. Oh. Game on. Because in the future, when she takes them braces off, her teeth gonna be straight as a motherfucker. So we ain't even got no problems there. Then she already cute. Then she got the hair joints and she got the glasses on and she got freckles. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. Telling you.
I got down philosophy for my daughter.
Hypergamy is real, like it's a real deal.
I'm not saying that you're wrong at all. I got a different philosophy. My philosophy is I don't want my daughter to focus on money or providing or anything like that. I want my daughter to focus on making sure that she got organic relationships and that she finds people that are good people and that love God. That's my only criteria. Good person, love God.
And she come home with a Pookie that love God and want to go to church every Sunday, but he ain't making no money.
That love God. It ain't. Because you live it. You really in it. You really live it. Yeah. And to be of God is to be fruitful, is to make sure that you out taking care of business and being on top of things.
Okay.
Now here's the difference. I don't expect for a guy that's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 years old to be rich.
Right.
I'm not expecting for him to be having money. As a matter of fact, I expect for him to be broke. Because he's supposed to be getting himself together. He's supposed to be putting everything he got into himself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want her to ever focus on money. Never, ever. Money is not a factor. I want her to 100% focus on the God in a person and a person that has good character and a person that treats her right. That's it. That's the only.
You got to involve some goals and some kind of work ethic or something, though.
That comes with time. Your purpose is revealed to you through time. None of us was rich when we was 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. We was figuring that shit out. We got there, though. All of us get there. We gonna all get there. Our
That's what I would do, bro.
Even hit his peak
if I get to see the moms, it's over.
Early 60s. I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about a person that is smart,
that's how you look.
A good steward,
or look,
treats you
right. Or she got a sister. I'll look at the sister because the sister 9 times out of 10, the sister older. You look at this, oh, sister fine too. So I can't imagine what she gonna look like. God damn. Yep. Lockdown. Bah, come here. Get over here. Yeah, boy. And if I see the mama and the mama fine too, oh yeah. Solidified.
Right. Loves God and got good character. All of that other shit, that shit will come over time, bro. I ain't worried about that other stuff. But that's me. That's my purpose. If you have her out here looking for money or looking for a guy that got money, in my opinion, she's gonna compromise on the things that matter.
I think it's a factor, not necessarily a prime point or the main point, but like you said, you want them to have character. You want them to have you want them definitely to love God.
Well, shit, just
you
off
don't
your
want
picture,
to have the wrong mindset.
I would say in your
But
20s at least.
I don't know, man. It's like I see so many dudes, so many young cats that seem to be good guys but don't want to work. And it's just like you gotta find somebody that's already showing some type of potential.
You should be working, but you don't have to have money. That's what I'm saying.
Right. No, I agree with that.
You have to have effort. You have to be fruitful, but you don't have to already have money. Is my point. I don't care about money. I don't care when it comes to her. I don't care about none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be, again, character, God loving, and you know, that to really be putting in effort. That's the only thing that matters. I don't care about that other stuff, bro. It's a lot of niggas that got money that's demons, bro.
That's a fact.
A lot of people that flaunt money, that scammers, bro. It's a lot of people that seem like they got something. That ain't what it is, bro. Honestly, I'm telling you, we all get there. A lot of us go broke before we 30, before we figure it out.
Well, I'm gonna ask now because I'm curious. Well, how old are you then? Let me guess. 30. I'm gonna say 30, 34. Smooth 34 type shit. I'm trying to connect the dots. You feel me? Trying to connect them. These new humans aging too fast. Yeah, bro. They better throw some Vaseline on their face. They better go get the Vaseline, dog. Drink some water. Get out there and touch some grass. Get some vitamin D. No diddy. Go out there and get some sun. Get some sun, dog. You feel me? Mid-30s, exactly. So 35, shit, what it do then? I feel you. 35 joint, I feel it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't about the money. It's about finding somebody that's her age, that's equally yoked, that she maybe have grown up with. You know what I'm saying? That they best friends.
Come on, man.
That they, you know what I'm saying? That they're gonna stick through it through thick and thin.
Come on, man.
That's the most important.
I said pause, bro. I said no diddy, bro.
Respect that.
And again, everybody got different perspectives. That's what my
she
knows that's what my expectation is of her. So it's no guy out there that can you know what I'm saying, finesse her or impress her with money or a car. Because she drive that shit every day. She drive those cars. Her father got money. So she not looking at that. She cares more about hanging out with her friends, and it don't matter what their socioeconomic status is. They just like going to Taekwondo. They just like going to the ice cream shop. They just like having a good time. And she treats all of her friends good. So it's not about money. It's about character.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think messing up the dating world? Like in the dating atmosphere today, who do y'all think is messing it up? Do you think it's a collective, or do you think it's one side, or do you think it's women? Do you think it's men? Who do y'all think is actually messing it up? Who's setting the standard to why it's fucked up? I guess that's the better question. Who's setting the standard? Bills and taxes. Idiots are messing up the dating world. Okay. Idiots are messing up women's friends and social media. Women's friends and social media. All right. Idiots are messing up the dating world. Okay. This man said bills and taxes. I don't think bills is messing up, bro. I don't think bills is messing it up, bro. I don't. Because I do still see people getting together and they got bills up their ass. They still getting together though. They're still having kids out here in these streets. They still out here linking up. And they drowning in debt. I don't think that's it. Because most people don't even know. No, most people don't even know about their taxes and shit. But if I had to say it from an objective standpoint, I would say both. Well, but here's the thing though, Miss Freckles. Here's the thing. I think it depends on the age though. Because if you're young, yeah, you're gonna be broke. So that's the time you should be dating. That's the time you should be building. That's the time you should start building the foundation. So that way, once you get to that point of your 40s and shit like that. The foundation is already there. You've already gone through the ringer. You got years of money saved. You got your 401k, your Roth IRAs, all of that shit going for you. So you should be straight instead of focusing on your craft, so to speak, and your education and your job, your career, and all of that. Once you get deeper into the 35s and 40s, now you already here, but you don't even know how to date anymore. You don't even know what it's like to be social because you've been so focused on your career. So you don't even know how to interact with the person. You don't even know what it's like to even date a person, or what it means to be in a relationship, or what it means to be in a marriage, what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a wife. Because you've been so focused and hell-bent and laser focused on your career, your education. So you ain't had time for none of that. So now they're out here awkward. You're socially awkward at this point. And now that's when you got these people who come out talking about, well, shit, I need a man doing this. I need a man who's doing this. I need a man that's on my level or higher because I'm educated. And listen, your education and your career is not going to help you to learn how to date and pick the proper partner. Or let me rephrase that. Not partner, husband or wife. It's not. But they sell a bid on the side to be to get by. Two homeless crackheads is the epitome of true love.
I beg your pardon.
More free people on the planet. Most free people on the planet, yeah. I'm a unicorn, so it's difficult for me to understand all shenanigans. No, I feel that. But no, but that's what I'm saying. For the most part, though, I do think that most people should get married in their 20s. In their 20s, I think that's the best time to do it because both of you haven't experienced the world yet. You haven't experienced. What did I say? Epitome. Did I say something different? I said epitome, huh? Hey, bro, disregard. My fault. That's my fuck up. That's me. Epitome. Lord Jesus. But what the fuck was I saying, bro? Yeah, you caught me off guard with that one. Lord Jesus. Agreed. 20s is definitely early 20s for sure. So that way you can build a solid foundation. Building a solid foundation. You haven't experienced anything yet. You can experience with that person. You can grow, build. As long as you both already have the goal and you have the game plan already set ahead to where you're trying to go and where you want to be by 40s and different things like that. So I think that's where people should start dating. I think once you start to get to those muddy waters when you're in your 30s and now you want to start trying to date because now everything is a rush. Everything is a rush. Everything is okay. Well, I got my career. I got a steady job. I'm doing this. I've made it to a certain level. Now I'm ready to have a kid and focus on the relationship. Now you got to do it naturally with no complications. You 30 years old. You got 4 years, 5 years. You got 5 years to find a man of your dreams, to get married, to have a kid. A unicorn situation, you can find a man within 6 months. You can find a man, get married within 6 months, and then next year or so you have a baby. Unicorn, that's a unicorn situation. Real life, that ain't happening. Because most people ain't getting married after 6 months of dating. They're going to find this person. They're going to fill them out for a minute. They're going to date them for about 2 to 3 months. It may or may not work. If it does, they're going to date until a year or two. And then they're going to start talking about, okay, well, are we going to get married? What's going on? What's our future plans? Well, shit, baby girl, I ain't in the position where I want to be yet. But I'll give you the promise ring, or I'll get on one knee for you. whatever the case may be. So yeah, the timelines is crazy. So that's why I say it's best for you to get married, find that person in your 20s, because guess what? In your 20s, you got all the time in the world. Even if you decide, you know what, I'm gonna focus my 20s raising these kids, getting them, getting them all set and get this foundation set. By the time I turn 30-some years old, my kids are already damn near close to being in high school. So now I can start focusing a little bit more on me because they are self-sufficient. I can focus more on me now. I can do what I want to do. I'm still 30 years old. I'm still pretty fucking young. So I can still go and enjoy life a little bit. Or focus on the career that I always wanted to get into, because now I was going to school even though I was raising kids, because you got virtual. You can have classes online now. So you can do that now. You were studying before. Now when you got your degree, now you can go work in this job. Now you can actually work on your career while you're still married and different things like that. So I think it's beneficial to get married early. He said, remember they screamed they're celibate until you find the OnlyFans lane. Oh my God. Like, that's not what they meant. Gives me a coup to head. So many timelines. It's in God's hands. Hey, when they say it's in God's hands, they mean they. Listen, that's the ultimate. Like, look, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Look, man, it's in God's hands, bro. Because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Max fiance turned out to be crazy. That was in my 20s. I was on the right track at that time. What you mean he turned out to be crazy? What you mean by that? He turned out to be crazy. Turned out to be crazy.
Yeah, my oldest is 11, and I'm working on trying to figure out how to instill the right stuff into her.
She gonna learn. She learns who it is.
Based off
Kids
of me.
learn who they are by the way that you treat their mother.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So she's gonna look for the qualities of her father, which is one of the reasons why it's so hard for single mothers a lot of times to be able to raise their daughters.
I love the accountability, Miss Freckles. Oh my
they don't
God.
have the real example, the lived example. So if you are a reflection of the thing that you would want your daughter to marry, then you don't have nothing to worry about.
That's the fact.
Focus on her being a child. Don't try to push her to grow up too fast. Don't try to push her to do that. You just take care of who you are as a person, and she gonna look for whoever it is, or she's gonna identify the person that she's supposed to be with based on
fertilizing. Yeah, this nigga here, man.
Yeah. Well, let's.
Hold on. Before you do that, I wanted to mention you said earlier before Anton started talking that his money is also Rita's money. Do the married men believe that on the panel that your wife's has the same right to your money that you earn on your
own?
Wait, I didn't say the same rights.
Well, I didn't mean it like her money too.
I never said none of that. So
I said Q, Anton. Q was
You said that, okay.
So I just wanted to ask the married men, I believe it's Jordan and Ant, would you say that your money that you earn on your own from your job, from your business, whatever that you do that goes into your account, is that just like it's yours? Is it your wife's as well, the same way that it's yours?
To be honest with you, as a leader of the household, we live as a family. That's the family pot. And when she come to me and say, baby, I want this or I need that, first off, needs gonna get taken care of. The wants depends on where we at. And then, yeah, baby, if you want something, I got it for you. Shit, don't go get it. That's just my appreciation. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. She homeschools all four of my kids.
That's what's up.
She gonna get what she want. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if she come here with something crazy, then you got to sit your ass down.
Yeah. You feel the same way, Jordan?
Yeah. I mean, we have combined expenses, so
y'all go 50-50.
Yeah.
That's not what he said. He said combined expenses.
Yeah, I mean, but everything's just basically like together,
One pot.
Yeah. We don't really, think about 50-50. It's like 100-100. You know what I'm saying? We just do what we do.
Got you. How about you, Mr. Daniels? Is Rita, does she have access to your money like it's hers?
Miss Freckles, ain't nobody picked you up yet. Hold on now. Ain't nobody done picked you up yet. Hold on. They ain't connecting the dots. Come on now. That's crazy.
No mute, unmute, Anton.
What you say? I just wanted to be sure because he said it, so I was like, well, maybe Anton thinks that way too.
I run my household a little bit differently than that.
So I guess Mrs. Daniels cannot say that your money is hers.
She has it. It's a little bit different when you get, I think, to a certain status. Okay. When the money wasn't as plentiful, then it all
went go out for vacation.
Okay.
But then again, it was more mindful.
So hold up, you don't go to the grocery store? You don't be going to the grocery store, nothing like that? I know you be going to the grocery store, or do you do the Instacart joint? They deliver to your door.
Full of what we spent just because we was trying to build something dope. Now it's a little bit different because most of the money is all business money. You know what I'm saying? So she oversees. It gets a lot more complicated because she oversees the whole building and all of the development of the properties. So that's where the majority of the resources go. And then you got the stocks, right? And then I also pay her a salary. So that gives her the autonomy to do whatever it is that she want to do with her money. But if she just want to do something big or whatever like that, she got access to credit cards that ain't really got no limit on them. So she can do whatever it is that she want to do. But she not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? She'll spend a little bit of money and then she'll wait till I come with a big gift or something like that, and then she'll be like,
we're gonna have to get Miss Freckles to come to the meetup, man. The Earn Not Giving meetup. Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe it or whatever. But she don't spend that type of money like that, and so it's all different. I got a lot of different accounts, but they not all.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
So I guess you're saying when your wife has good character and you choose a good woman to be your wife, you don't have to have a stingy mindset of this is my money and I ain't nobody gonna take it. Because I see that with a lot of these men, especially earners, they have a my money is mine.
No, it's not that. I taught her what she's supposed to do, so she is just a reflection of me. So she follows my lead. It's not just about good
back
character.
to Jersey in November. Where you at now?
Does what it is that I tell her to do. Okay. Most women, in my opinion, is just a reflection of the men that they with. Like, yeah, a lot of times y'all give women a lot of credit and say, "Oh, she's so awesome," and this woman is this. Not to say Rita's not awesome, but I'm just saying women in general. A lot of times, the only reason that a woman is as awesome as they are in y'all mind is because of the man that they with. And so, if he got control of the situation, she'll be projected as awesome. But a lot of these women, a lot of times when they get, let's just say, for example, they get out on their own or they get divorced or some shit, you see them start to look stupid out here in these streets and stuff, is because they're not under the man that they're not under that man's following them. I'm just being honest with you. A lot of women are esteemed because of the man that they are with, not necessarily because they awesome by themselves. So let's be very, very clear. Like, if your chick is out here reckless, she representing you, then that means that you ain't got no control in your household. If she outside and she doing what she's supposed to do, she's a reflection of you, and that means that you got some control in your household.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that last part? What did y'all think about that last part? I know since we got a woman in the panel right now, well, in the chat right now. What did you think about that, Miss Freckles? She'll go into November. She'll go into November, January, February, April, May. Over here crying because Miss Freckles can't stay. Oh, so she be on the move. Hey, that's what's up, though. Stay on the move. Be on the move, but be inside. Be on the move, but be inside. So basically what he said was, when you see a great woman, it's not because that she's a great woman on her own. She is a great woman because she's a reflection of how great her man is. Do you believe in, like, do you think that's accurate, or do you disagree with that? Okay. And so do you think that, so Bull City, do you think that she should learn that before she gets with you, or do you think that's something that you teach her? I think that's spot on. Okay. So would you say that you would consider yourself a submissive woman? Of course, well, let me ask this question, because I know a lot of women would get this misconstrued. So would you say that you are a feminine woman through and through, meaning it doesn't take the right masculine man for you to be feminine, but you just are naturally a feminine woman through and through? Most women do get unlocked into greatness. I agree. A little of both. Okay. I can concede to that. Yep. I would say that too. Teach a little bit, you know, she come in with a little bit of knowledge, and then you, whatever knowledge you have, you know, you bring that together, and then you can just teach her if you already know a little bit more. I agree with that. I will say this. I always say it all the time, just because I never know who's watching the panel. For the most part, there has to be a constant evolution in the relationship as well. I am definitely a submissive woman, feminine on my own, women of God, no other way. I love it. Okay. I like that. You know what? Y'all want to know what's crazy? So I got my hair cut today, right? And from this new barber. And he was talking to me about finances. And different ways in how he's building his money and how he's raising his money. And one of the things that he did know that was crazy to me that a lot of people don't know, and it's funny. And again, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Anton, you know, because I am a part of the Bag Chasers, but I also got my own shit too, earn not giving, right? In the Discord. So tap into that. Link is in the description. But also tap into the Patreon too. I need to get on that, make more videos, and really tap into my Patreon, because I haven't really been doing a lot there. Been focusing heavily on just getting my videos out on YouTube in itself. But I was telling him about what I learned in regards to, and how I started implementing this, what I learned from Anton, right? In regards to how I use my savings account. How I don't use a traditional savings account anymore, and how I use my brokerage account, and how I invest my money properly, and using my 401k, using my Roth IRAs, you know, doing the max, and all these different things, and how that has changed. That has changed the way that I look at money. It's so different. It's crazy, bro. It's so crazy. What pisses me off is the fact that if I would have known this while I was in college, listen, I would have been rich already. I would have been 10 times over rich. That's a fact. I would have been 10 times over rich. 10 times over. If I would have known about this. But because I didn't know, and I didn't have people, in a sense, I guess you could say, I didn't have the people around me that had the shit that I was looking for to teach me it. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? But when I found out, and when I started implementing it, the funds got different, bro. The funds got different. I would say that for sure. And it's on a basic level too. I'm not looking at it from a microwave standpoint. I'm not looking at it from, oh shit, we try to get this quick bread. Nah, the long term is crazy. And then as I continue to build and grow this platform, and we get money from there, because guess what? We fully monetize on the platform now. So everything that I'm earning here, outside of banter and barter, everything that I'm earning, like on this show, and then the show that I do on Wednesday nights, I'll take that money invest that into, invest that into the brokerage account. Boom, that goes into that, because banter and barter, that's a whole different thing. That's for the people on the panel, right? I'm probably gonna take a small percentage on that. I'm not gonna take a big percentage on that. I'm not gonna take a big chunk, because that's for the people that's on there, right? But yeah, bro, we gonna run this bag up, and I can't wait till the first meetup that we gonna have. Hopefully, Miss Freckles can come. Hopefully, Bull City can come through. Hopefully, hopefully by that time that we have everything up and running, we'll be able to have a solid group of people come through, come kick it with us in Arizona. We're going to have a great fucking time. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Hey, I appreciate you, Miss Freckles. I appreciate you. We're going to run this shit up, though. We're going to run it up. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fun. I can't wait, you know what I'm saying, with the people that we got on the panel on Banter and Barter. We going to run this shit up, and hopefully I continue to be consistent, continue to keep showing up for y'all. Y'all continue to keep showing up for me. And then eventually, man, we're going to be one of the biggest channels out here on YouTube. You know what I mean? One of the biggest channels. It's going to take time, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We going to get there. Because I'm only, a year in doing this shit? Only a whole year? That's it? Yeah, we going to get there. Oh yeah, I just prefer to plan further in advance. That's my issue. It's so last minute. That's cool. Listen, that's cool. Don't even worry about it, because look, we ain't even planning the meetup yet. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure it's in far enough advance so you got more than enough time to plan, and you can make it out here with no excuses. Don't trip. And look, here's the thing. I'll even play it in the sense to where it won't even be during the summertime. I won't play it when we're gonna try to have it when it's not hot. When it's more so cool enough where you can still be on the rooftop. It's cool, it's a nice little breeze, it's chill outside, but it's not cold. It's fresh. You're like, all right, I can be out here. I can be kicking it, having a nice drink, a cigar if you smoke cigars or whatever, and nice food. Music, kicking it, talking to people. Oh man, I can't wait. But we're gonna have to hit a certain milestone when we get there. We're gonna have to hit a certain milestone. When we hit that milestone, then that's when I'll start talking more about it and getting into it and really diving in. So yeah. Oh yeah, we got to get some more people locked in, bro. I appreciate you, Bull City. That's what we're trying to do, man. I'm trying to listen. Here's the thing. I'm only gonna get better and better. I'm only gonna get better and better from doing this. You know what I mean? And so I'm learning more about myself while I'm doing this, as well as bringing more of my personality into it, instead of trying to be so robotic and look, we just gonna be strategic in doing this shit. We just have a conversation. We're gonna talk about it, interact with you guys and just having fun. That's what this is all about. I want this to be a whole family situation. We're gonna grow this thing huge and we're gonna grow it big. You feel me? That's what I'm saying, Miss Freckles. See, that's what we're gonna have out here. Rooftop music where you can overlook the city. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. J Ben put you on. Hey man, shout out to J Ben, bro. Not you being up past your bedtime. Come on now. Don't make me pull out another topic. Nah. We kicking it though. But look, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for kicking with me. When's the next live? Tuesday. Tuesdays at Banter and Barter. And Miss Freckles, if you ever want to be on the panel on Tuesday nights, let me know. Hit me up. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. If not, hit me up in the Discord. Whichever one. Let me know if you want to be on the panel. But other than that, I think that's the next live stream on Tuesday. But until then, hey man, I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy, man. And until next time, I'll holler.